Japanese Questo e yokoso. Welcome to Japanese Quest. This is a quest where we go on a quest into the video game Japan to learn Japanese. We're building up a party of nakama so that we can level up together. The cat you see on screen right now, his name is Griffin. He was the first party member. But anyone else who follows or subscribes on YouTube, they can join the party too and level up in Japanese or English. If you're studying English, we speak a lot of English here as well. Today, we're gonna get into our main format. The past 3 days have been kind of practice, so this whole thing is really pretty experimental. The goal is to find a new way to teach language through video games, or at least to teach Japanese through video games, to learn vocab and grammar and to track it as we progress in the game, and more games if we play more games. For vocab, the way we track it is each word we learn adds to our power level, and that will add up as we go. Let's look at what I'm talking about.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
So sometimes Nappa asks about our power level, and you can see it there in the lower corner. So every word we learn will add to our power level, and we'll level up as we go. You can see all the words that we've learned so far on this journey at the bottom. Today, though, we'll also have a look at we have a gaming target and a learning target. So today we'll have a grammar learning target as well. But the question is, how do we find what order? Like what's the order? Well, we're starting with N5 grammar, which is the lowest level of the Japanese proficiency test. And we're going to do one thing that I'll show you, kind of a new thing. This is also kind of experimental, to figure out what the order will be. So bear with me as we take a look at this. We're going to do something called, I'll write it down here, the JLA draft. I'm a fan of basketball. Every year they do an NBA draft. It's really exciting, where they draft the best players from college to the pros. It's always a big amount of suspense to see who the first pick will be, who the second pick will be. So instead of an NBA draft, we're going to do a JLA draft. What it stands for is Japanese Language Arts Draft. So language arts are what we call the skills that we're learning. And as we get these language arts, we can unlock new game areas in the game and in real life as well. So JLA, Japanese Language Arts Draft, or you could say Japanese Language Association. We could potentially change that. Both of those kind of work. Anyway, so what we'll do is draft the top pick for N5 grammar. So this is the N5. Let's put that into N5. If we get to N4 later, we can do an N4 draft or an N3 draft, N2 or even N1. And the method for this draft is I put every grammar piece from N5 into Google, typed it in, and saw which brought back the most Google results. That's it. Konnichiwa. Hello, Roynus. Hello, Vic. So we're about to do this draft. Get excited. So what will be the top pick? There might be a spoiler if you looked at the video title, but let's see. We're going to have a draft. It could be Wa. Wa is a top contender. Went to a really good school. Is often used in introductions. It could be Ga. Notice the subject. Whoops. Notice the subject particle. Ga is also favored for taking the top spot. Or is it De, which can be used for talking about what place you're going to do something? It could be De. Or is it No? The particle No. That's not a good word. That's not a good No. Let's do a better No. Is it the particle no, or is it maybe the particle ni? Another top contender. Talking about what direction we're going to go. Or, yeah, ni is kind of more for at, and a for more direction. Could it be a? We'll have to see. Okay, so, without further ado, let's announce the #1 draft pick of the N5 JLA draft. Okay, let's do a little drum roll. And the #1 pick is... No. The no particle is the #1 pick in the N5 JLA draft. The #2 pick, I believe, if I remember correctly, the second most Google results is the ni particle. The second pick. Beyond that, I kind of want to check my list. So I made another Google Doc. I haven't linked it yet, but I will after this episode. So let's take a look. Essentially, this is what we did. This will be our method for tracking grammar. Let's see. Let's see if we can undo all that. Good. This is the order. If you look at the no particle here, when I googled no earlier today, there were over 7 billion returns. For ni, 6 billion. Day, I put both of the day meanings together. 6 billion, nearly. Next was wa, so I guess that would be the 4th pick. Next was ga, so that would round out the top 5. And then if you scroll down all the way, this is all the N5 grammar. 51 grammar points. The higher tests, it's even higher. Sugoi draft time desu ne. Ah, Kuri-chan. Yokoso. Kuri-sensei desu ne. Yokoso. Looks like Kuri-sensei is here with commenting today. Welcome. Yokoso. Also, for extra information, I put, just for reference later, I put some links in, things like that. But anyway, so this is the draft, and this is the order that we'll search for grammar in the game. Essentially, each of these will become a language target for the day, and in order, we'll look for no in-game. And it'll kind of have a internal suspense to it, like what character that, like, will your favorite character teach us the no particle? Will it be Pyro? Will it be Tora? Will it be Poppy? Who's going to teach us the no particle? Who's going to teach us the mo particle? We'll have to watch and see. And so, essentially, the game will become a collectopedia. The first game had an extensive collectopedia. We're going to make an even bigger collectopedia in Xenoblade 2 with the entire Japanese language. And again, this is experimental. We might have to tweak the format if we need to, but this is... I think it could be an interesting way to find grammar in context and learn it in context. What I wrote here is S1 E4. I'm pointing to with the cursor here. That means Season 1, Episode 4. So right now, for Japanese Quest, we're in Season 1, Episode 4. And these times I'll change, but this is just an example of how we can track when we find it. So that later, we could essentially have a textbook made out of video games. A video textbook. We could link to all the YouTube time signatures, and someone could look at this Google Doc and see any of these points in-game and see an explanation. So that's the goal, to search the grammar out, and then at the end have a collectopedia for the grammar that would essentially be a kind of new reference tool for grammar on the internet. Grammar through video games, which I haven't seen, which I think should exist, and that's the reason Japanese Quest exists. So now you're seeing kind of the true design behind why I'm doing this. Because I want this resource for myself and for other people studying. So, let's see. Let's get back to the game, shall we? Where were we?
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Well, our power level is currently 70. Went up by 10 yesterday. We got a lot stronger. Tsuyoku natta. And so we did the draft, so you can see our learning target in the top left, the no particle. And the reason I'm in this events theater is because I remember there's a really good use of the no particle in one of these videos that we just saw. But even if you just look at the title of the events theater, it can be really good for learning some of these titles. You can get some freebies, I think. For example, here, look at to. Once we get to the to particle, that's a gimme. To just means and. So you can say umi to shima to shonen. So, yeah, the White Sea and the island and the shonen. So to is a very easy one. I don't know, maybe we can combine that with another one because it seems like that's fairly easy particle generally. But the interesting thing will be to see where we find it in-game and is it used a little differently than we expect. Let's see, let's look at these other scenes. There's the opening. So there's the ni particle, something disappearing in to the cloud sea. It's talking about the Titan that disappeared. Let's look at a couple more. Again, you see the to particle, talking about that character Punin and the Yojimbo bodyguards. There you see kamen no otoko. So this is a use of no, our particle today. So otoko means person, so it's the man with the mask is what it means. So in this case, the no particle can function as kind of like a man with a mask, a person with a hat. You could say like boshi no hito or kamen no otoko, so the man with the mask. But there's a more standard usage that we're going to look at in a video over here. Let's keep going over. Where were we? This is a scene we just watched yesterday. This is another no particle. The guard of the big door, another no. So no kind of shows possession. So here you can see. So the big door on the left. Big door no monban. So the guard of the door. The guard of the door. And where were we? Okay, Dei is the scene. Dei meaning meeting. And that was also the name of the first chapter, the whole first chapter that we finished. So let's watch this. I thought it'd be kind of cool to watch the scene again because it's such an important scene. It has our learning target for the day. I'll stop there. But other than that, I'm not going to talk during it. It's a good scene. If you watched yesterday, you can try to understand the Japanese this time. Since I translated it yesterday, let's watch. 楽しんでください。
悲しい音。
え？
やまないの。ずっと昔から。
やまないってあの鐘のこと？アーケディアでも近くに来ているのかな。ねえ、ここって。
ここは楽園。遥かな昔、人と神とが共に暮らしていた場所。そして私たちの故郷。
え、嘘。ここが。
I'm going to pause for 1 second. One thing that chat can really help with too, the other party members can really help to find these particles. I might miss them. So if people tell me, oh, there's the no particle, then we can maybe stop and learn it. I know I just saw the no particle and I didn't stop it because I was thinking of a one later on. But so part of what the party system is the party members, we can all help to find these particles and these kind of things that we're trying to collect, these language arts. I might miss some. I probably will miss some. But if we all work together, we're unstoppable.
Core Crystal? 君はブレイド?
私の名前はホムラ。
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. 私の名前はホムラ. here we have the most basic usage of the no particle here. Watashi no namae wa Homura. So my name, watashi, is I. Namae, name. We talked about this too, but now that it's our theme, let's look a little closer. And then the particle wa, saying this is the topic, this is what we're talking about. And my name is Homura, which means flame. It's Pyra in the English version. So watashi no namae wa Homura. So no, you could say watashi no neko, means my cat. Watashi no namae. So it's just essentially showing possession. So my name, my cat, my house, watashi no ie, anything like that. So it's really pretty easy to start using the no particle. And the other cool thing about the no particle is you can chain it. For example, you could say, let's do watashi again. So here you can see watashi down there, and forgive my writing, but this is watashi. So watashi no, and then you could say neko. Watashi no neko no. And then we learned me, which is eyes. So if you want to talk about your cat's eyes, you could say watashi no neko no me. So you can chain the no particle like this. Then if you wanted to add a wa to that, you could describe the eyes by saying a color or anything else like that, some kind of adjective. Like watashi no neko no me wa midori. My eyes, cats are green. Something like that. Okay. And then now that we found this in game, even though we went back, I'll need help from chat for this. I used the Nightbot. I think if you press exclamation point uptime, it will show us what time we are in the video. And then if we figure that out, I can write down on the Google Doc what the time signature is of this. Can we try that? Can someone try to write uptime? I can try it too, but I've never done it before. I don't know if it'll work. If it won't work, we can try it again another time. So exclamation point uptime. Let's try. Uptime. Thank you, Exploding Penguin. It worked. 17 minutes, 48 seconds. Excellent. Okay, so let's try that then. 17 minutes, 48 seconds. So let's go back to the browser cam. So here we go. So I'll erase all this because it's just, that's not true. So 0 hours, 17 minutes, and 48 seconds. So that's a ballpark of where that is. And then I'll do a comma, and then we can put in any more that we find today. So we're going to look for the no particle. We're on a quest to find more of the no particle. But now we have at least one, and we found a few in that time. So thanks a lot, Exploding Penguin, for putting that in. It seems like the Nightbot works. Yatta. Yokatta. Yosh. And yeah, the way you can see the way that Exploding Penguin did that, just wrote exclamation point uptime. I actually have chat running on my laptop, but coincidentally, the one key that doesn't work on my old laptop is the exclamation key, so I couldn't write it in, so I'm glad you saved me there. I don't have it open in my main computer I'm streaming with because bad things happened when I did that before with the sound. Okay, excellent. So let's continue then. I think it's time to play the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Still 70. Okay, so I think we can skip the rest of this scene, or let's just watch the rest of the scene. It's not much longer.
俺は
知ってます。レックスでしょ。
どうして俺の名前を。
さっき私に触れてくれた時に。
さっきあれそういえば俺なんでこんなところに。
あなたは死んだ。真に胸を差し貫かれて。
真胸を。 出した。俺はあいつに大変だ。みんながこのままじゃ紹介のみんながダメだ。俺死んでるんだった。くそ、死んでさえいなきゃあんなやつ。
レックス、お願いがあります。私を楽園に連れて行って。
楽園ってここじゃないの？
ここは記憶の世界。遠い私たち。
So there's a lot of no's there, so we might as well look at that too. Koko wa Kyoku no Sekai. So, a world, Sekai is world, a world of memories. Ah, sugoi. I see uptime already. Arigatou gozaimasu. And then we also have this. Watashi tachi no Kyoku no Sekai. So, Pyra, she did a skill chain. We can call this like a language arts chain, right? Like in the game, you can chain combos. You can do that with language arts as well, especially the no particle or the to particle. So, watashi tachi no kyoku no sekai. So, my world of memories. Great. So, let's put that time in. It looks like 21:09. Let's quick do that, and I'll hopefully get faster at this. Browser cam. Bring back that, and we can write up here and look over there. 21. Okay, so 0 21:09. Yeah, maybe we don't even need the seconds. We can think about streamlining this later. This is all experimental.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Still 70, thanks Nappa. Yeah, I should probably turn that off. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue the video.
の記憶の世界。本当の楽園はあなたたちの世界。アルストの中心に立つ世界樹の上。
So we see another no. I don't know if we need to stop at all of these because I feel like I kind of want to find some in the game. So let's not write any more down right now because we can find these easily. So we don't need the uptime right now. But Arusto no Chushin. So the center of Arusto. Chushin meaning center. The kanjis that you see there. Let's see. Tudim. You should be able to read the chat log on the recording and copy over all the times to the spreadsheet after stream if you don't want to keep switching over. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I will do that. That's a good point. I could definitely do that too, as long as chat doesn't become like massively over spammed with uptimes. As long as they're on point, yeah, that should work.
上にあります。
記憶？幻みたいなもんか。でも無理だよ。俺死んじゃったんだろ。君の手助けは。
So again, kimi no teidasuke. So again, we see the no particle. I won't even mark it this time. I think we can probably recognize that by now. Kimi no teidasuke. So I couldn't even save you, is what Rex is saying. So I couldn't even save you. Kimi no teidasuke. Teidasuke meaning to save.
できそうもない。
私の。
Oh, I see a question. Welcome, Okamijin. How do you know to arrange the syntax? Subject, no object. Object, no subject. The meaning changes. Yeah, to be honest, it's a little confusing because sometimes you can say kamen no otoko, which means mask no man, and it means the masked man or the man with the mask. But you could also say otoko no kamen, and that would just mean like the man's mask. But essentially it's like an apostrophe S, it's possessive. That's the most basic use of it. So like when we see this no right here, let's look. Watashi no inochi. So inochi means life. Watashi means I. So she's talking about her life and she's giving half of it. So here you could say she's the subject, and it's essentially just connecting these two nouns, saying this noun possesses this noun. So her life, my life. Watashi no inochi. Or you could say watashi no neko, her cat. Watashi no anything. So that's kind of the most basic use of it. But you'll see some other uses, and that's what we're going to kind of discover some of today. But this is the most basic use of no. So my something. It's essentially like an apostrophe S in English. Or like my nantoka, my something, my blank. Good question.
命を半分あげます。
Yeah, that seems like a good comment, Royness. I find that if you can say A of B, you can most likely say B no A in Japanese. Yeah, that's the other use of no that can be a little trickier. For like a field of mushrooms, for example, you can say field of mushrooms. In Japanese, you'd say like kinoko no hara, which means like kinoko is mushroom. So you'd say the mushrooms first. Kinoko no. Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
そうすればあなたは生き返る。私の
So yeah, the left noun is the one that possesses the other noun. So yeah, she's saying, again, she's using the no particle again. Watashi no. So you don't know what she's going to say yet, but you know that she's saying something that she has, something of hers. So she's talking about either her life or her hopes or her dreams. Watashi no something. Yeah. So I'd be happy if we only understand one of the meanings of no today, because the most basic one is really the most important, and there are some other subtleties for no, but watashi no, my something, or anata no, your something, and then you just fill in the blank. Could be your dreams, watashi no yume, could be your cat, watashi no neko, it could be your room, watashi no heya. So you can put in here anything you want, and you can talk about something you have. And if you wanted to add something to that, like I like that thing, you just add another particle like ga, and you can say ga ski if you want to say you like that thing. So you can add to it. So for example, watashi no neko ga suki. So like I like my cat. Let's keep going.
天の聖杯のドライバーとして
天の聖杯のドライバー
Then we see some more no's there. When is boku no used for my instead of otashi? Yeah, that's a good question. Boku is you can call yourself watashi, but boku is used specifically for men, and it kind of has somewhat of a, what's the word for it? It's a little bit of a formal feel to it. So you don't hear it used that much. Usually you hear younger people use ore instead. Like, ore wa kaizoku o ni naru tokura. That's what Luffy says all the time. He says, I'm the one who will be the pirate king. He says, ore wa kaizoku o ni naru tokura. He'll never say boku. But you know who does say boku a lot? Rock Lee and Naruto. If you know Naruto, Rock Lee says boku. Why does he say boku? Because he's kind of very strict, studious, and he's a guy, and he's a hot-blooded boy, so he says boku. But you don't hear boku so much in Japan. You more hear ore. And then watashi is somewhat used for women, but you can use it for boys or girls. Yeah, watashi no hon. Good example, Royness, here. Watashi no hon. That works. Let's keep going with the scene.
それって
どうしますレックス。
ここはホムラの故郷
So again, the no. I only remembered the one no in this, like watashi no namae wa homura. That's the one I remembered. That's why we're watching this. But there's been like probably like 20 no's or something. This is like a crazy scene. This has been like way too easy to find these no particles. I guess this is why it was the #1 Google results on I guess it's why it's the #1 draft pick. It's like everywhere, the no particle. So koko wa homura no kokyo. So kokyo meaning hometown. So homura She is from where? Of course, the World Tree. So Homura is her name. Homura no Kokyo. So Rex is talking about her, where she's from. So he's saying, Homura no Kokyo nando yo ne. So the ne question mark is saying, so what? This is your hometown?
今日なんだよね。
ええ。
本当にある？
レックス、あなたの考えて。
Another no. Gotta pause it. So you can see here, it can be a more complicated kind of construction as well. So we have anata, so she's talking about you. Anata means you. And then she's this time. So this all is a noun, but the koto, which we won't learn until later, this will probably be in the like N4 draft. It won't even make the N5 draft. But koto is very important. You see it a lot. The special thing koto can do, it can make a verb into a noun. So this verb, kangaeteru, if you put koto after it, it means the thing you're thinking about. It makes the thinking verb into a noun. So what she says, wakarimasu, I understand. So the thing you're thinking about, I know what you're thinking about. So anata no, so the thing you're thinking about, I understand. And she can use no to point to that. Anata no. So the thing that you're possessing, this thought that you're possessing. So you can use it for more abstract things like thought as well, not just things like cats and books.
いることはわかります。そう。ここに来れば、アルストの。
Wow. The no. It does not stop. So here's another no. Yeah, I think for this episode, we don't like even need that the Nightbot function of uptime, because I can just look at this beginning part and we're good. We're good to go. This actually could be edited into a pretty decent YouTube video. I feel like I might do that. But here we go. Again, this time we're talking about unme, which means fate. The fate of what? The fate of Alusto. And Alusto, I'm still not that familiar with that word, but I think it just means like the world, essentially, right? All rest in English, I believe.
運命。死にゆく大地の呪縛から解き放たれる。
もう未来に怯えなくて済む。なら答えは決まってる。いいよ、行こう楽園へ。俺がホムラを連れて行ってやる。
ありがとう、レックス。私の胸に。
Okay, so watashi no mune, my chest. And then what she says here is, so watashi no mune ni. So ni, I think is like third in the draft, or maybe fourth. Might be second, actually. And it kind of means at. So at my chest. And then she says hand. She doesn't actually say touch. I think she says touch in the English version, but here she just says hand and then o. O is the object particle, so it's implying to touch, but she's just saying put your hand, essentially.
手を。
いいの？
Funny comment, Roynus. Yeah, I would agree. Wait, this is all part of the same scene? Do you guys still want to watch this? It's getting kind of long. If anyone says they want to not watch this, I'll stop it, but otherwise we can keep watching.
Yeah. やれ。
やれって。
そいつらの命の代金はすでに払っ
Yeah, I don't really mind either way, and since more no's keep popping up, like there's more here, I don't have to stop at each one, but now we can maybe start to use some of what we've talked about. So why don't we watch this cool scene, and like any more no's that appear, we can kind of start to hopefully internalize some of the rules. Like here you can see more no linking. Sono tsura no inochi no daikin wa sure ni haratte ta. So yeah, saying they already paid the money for these lives and things like that. So you'll see a lot of the no particle linking things together, linking ownership of different ideas. Let's keep watching. I think I won't talk so much over it, so let's just watch.
俺らが天の聖杯を手に入れたっていう話。知る人間は少ない方が何かと都合がいいからな。
できないよ。この人たち関係ないじゃん。
おかしなことを言う。お前、自分が何のためにここにいるのか。
I will pause it for one part here. It's a different use of no. Nan no tameni. So you can kind of use it for questions like this because nan means like what. So nan no tameni. And tame means for like purpose. So nan no tame is another good use of no. What purpose? What purpose? And you also will notice some no's at the end of sentences. This is a different kind of no. It's a kind of special kind of no that's also used all the time. It's not for possession, but it's used to kind of show an explanation. So when you're explaining something, you can add no to the end of your sentence. For example, here at the bottom, wasureta no ka. So no ka is kind of like wasureta no ka. It's kind of emphasizing like have you really forgotten? Like kind of being a little bit more seeking an explanation. And sometimes it's a change from no ka to like an n instead. You'll often hear a more informal form. Like desu ka, for example. And I actually linked some resources today. Royness, I remember you asked me yesterday about the kanji book and you wanted me to put up an affiliate link for Amazon. At the bottom, I put some resources, some free resources and some paid resources. And one of the resources I put up that's free, they give really good grammar explanations on this website called Take Kim's Grammar Guide. And he goes into great detail on the no particle with how to use it for explanation. And I was actually looking at that earlier today a little bit when I was thinking about talking about the no particle today. So I recommend checking out that grammar guide at the bottom of the Twitter, or rather the bottom of my Twitch page. There's resources in the Take Him Grammar Guide. It's really good for explaining these kinds of grammar points. For this, the normal use of no, but also the more complex uses of no as well. And other grammar particles, of course. I see a question. Is the font used in this game pretty common? Asking because other medias use different styles that make it difficult to recognize the kanji. Interesting question. I'm actually not that familiar with Japanese font differences, but I've played a number of Japanese games, and this seems to be the industry standard right now. Obviously, older games, you'd use different fonts because you couldn't fit as many pixels. But now, most games seem to have a similar font to this. And I'm really glad that things are higher def now, because when things were low def, you could not read the kanji properly. But now, you can read them pretty well.
忘れたのか。
けどさ。
めんどくせえ。もういい。俺がやるわ。何？ まさか。
いきなり後ろからとは卑怯じゃないか。それが大人のすることかよ。ほら、
はい、
行くよ。
はい。
いい、俺がやる。悪いな小僧。あいつの力をそうホイホイ使わせるわけにはいかないんだよ。俺が相手をしてやるぜ。
来いよ、天の聖杯。
Sorry to pause near mid-battle, but I see a quick question for Roynus. The affiliate link at the bottom. I believe that that's how it works, Roynus. I'm going to keep going, just because this is exciting.
前、どけ。
やめなよメッツ、相手は子供じゃないか。
子供だ。冗談はよしな。こいつはとっくに天の聖杯のドライバーだ。
天の聖杯のドライバー、レックスが。
ありがとう、ホムラ。
どういたしまして。続きいきます。
ああ。みんな、今のうちに早く。こりゃ。
熱受け取れ。
やってよ。
お前の相手は俺たちだ。
バイングソード。
小僧、なんでお前ごときがと言いたいところだが、その瞳の色、もっと注意しておくべきだった。
何のことだ。
教えねえよ。
Okay, there we go. I was wondering if we'd go through the whole thing. We can stop it there. Wow, I could not believe there are that many of the no particle. I think we accomplished our learning target already today. In just the one time signature, we found about 20. Yosh. So let's continue our journey, see if we can find more. Ah, sugoi. So you ordered the book. I do recommend it. But again, it's not for everyone. The website that goes with it, I really recommend too, and that's free. So some people, you could use the website Kanji Kohi for free if you want to test it out. Yeah, I think the book works really, really well for some people, but if you look at the Amazon reviews, clearly not everyone likes it. A lot of them, the reason they don't like it is because it doesn't teach you the readings of the kanji, and I completely agree with them in a sense, but to know the meanings, even just the meanings, is incredibly helpful, and it helps you learn them much faster, so I found it still to be very useful. It can essentially take you to the level of the advantages of someone with a Chinese background, and it's a huge, huge advantage to know the meanings of all the kanji and how to write them. That's what the book's for. Konnichiwa. Suzuki kara. Yep, let's continue. So yeah, the party continues. And remember, all the party members that are in chat and that are watching and following us, you're all here too in, I think Gouda, this place is called, in the Japanese version. English version, Gourmand. Ni hao. Yeah, Xenoblade has a very high Chinese power level, so if we ever have a Chinese question things having to do with the green dragon or Byakko, the white tiger, we can get insight from Xenoblade. Here we go. 目の前に宝箱があるようですが、ちょっと普通の宝箱とは調子が違います。Yeah, I don't usually read these help menus, but I don't know, I felt like reading that one. You can see a lot of no. Let's just see how this one no is used. This is the first no we actually found in-game in the field. So futsu means regular, and this means takarabako, treasure chest, and here we see the no particle. So it's different. What they're saying is chigaimasu, which means different. So this is different than a normal treasure chest. So futsu no takarabako to chigaimasu. Okay. I think that means we need to use skills. Let's see if we can open it. Zannen. We don't have Kaijo, which is lockpicking. We need more field skills, or we need more arts, just like we need more Japanese arts so we can unlock more treasure chests. Wait, don't we have Nia now? Oh, good, Nia's here. I was about to say, if Nia's not here, we're in trouble. Byakko. Is this the Japanese version or NA with language pack? This is the Japanese version. Unfortunately, there is no Japanese language pack, only for voices, but not for dialogue and everything like that. So me and Roynus, we actually both had to buy both versions because we just like the language that much. I really hope they change that though. Gachimashita. Ooh, what do we get there? Is that an accessory? Let's check. Here we can look at our character and look at the menu. We can see accessory, accessory, and oh wow, we got a few now. So let's try to see if we have a better one. So what do these do? This increases hit points quite a bit. That seems like it's probably worth it, I'm guessing. So that looks like it's Driba to Blade no Kizuna. So Kizuna means connection, so it increases the connection with your blade. I never did those ones before. For this one, Kinyoku, so that increases your muscle. Kinyoku, I think strength in English is what they call it. 20 plus, that could be good maybe. What do you guys think for stats? Like, I never really knew when I was playing in English like what the best stats were for all this. Any opinions on this? What we should change? My feeling is HP, but I don't know. And then this one, Jishin no Kaifuku Ryo. So that increases your so you see the no particle, Jishin no, so your healing ability up by 12%. Any votes on this, or I'm gonna go hit points? Because look at that, going from 771 to 1143, that seems worth it. いいですか? はい、よし。So I see for the main game, try to focus on HP and strength on Rex. I would agree with both of you guys. HP is super useful just to survive at this point. So trying to read those in time is really good katakana practice. It's challenging for me, actually, as well. Because they're really fast. Even in English, it's challenging reading them sometimes. Uh-oh. I did not want to attack you. Sorry about that. Shiraberu. Again, when you press A, the thing down there you can see is Shiraberu to investigate. Sugoi. I always love this moment in JRPGs where you open out into the big world. There's a moment like that in Final Fantasy 13 in the first Xenoblade when you really see like the full scale of everything. I see a couple comments. What are the words on the bottom blue portion of the screen for? Useful common words. It's a good question. So you see our power level in the bottom right. Our power level is how many words we've learned on Japanese quests so far. And all the words that we've learned so far, they scroll on the bottom. So that's all the vocab we've picked up so far on this quest. And it changes as we learn new words on the quest. So maybe we'll learn 5 new words today. Tomorrow, our power level will be 75, and there'll be 5 more words that show up. They change every 1 minute. And it's just a place, even if people are kind of overwhelmed by the Japanese, you could turn off the sound, just look at the words, read the English, learn a few words, even just look at the cat. So it's just a way to practice some hiragana, maybe, practice some words, and maybe learn a few words if people want to look at the words down there. But basically, those are all the words we've learned so far on our quest. There was another comment, too. Royness talked about katakana. So you learned katakana first. Interesting. That would be helpful for games, because these games have so much katakana. And then Vic says, good thing I was able to read furigana and learn some kanji. Yeah, furigana really helps. I recommend playing a game with furigana if you can, when you start out playing games in Japanese. Some games that I've heard recommended are Pokemon games or Animal Crossing. And then Xenoblade, now that you mention it, it actually makes sense. Yeah, the short-term gain on katakana is huge and much more huge, especially if you're playing games like this because there's so much katakana. It's a really good point, Ronis, that in terms of bang for your buck, when you learn katakana, you can draw on your entire English vocabulary. When you learn hiragana, you can draw on your entire Japanese vocabulary, which is probably very low. So it's a good point. Katakana is very, very helpful. Sugoi, kirei desu ne. So monosugoku hiroi. So hiroi means wide, so really wide field. Awesome. So yeah, kando means to be like moving, so it's kind of something, it's such a cool scene that it's moves him. Jichan no semai senaka to wa daichigai. So yeah, very different from the small back of Jichan. Much smaller now, by the way. So I see a couple comments. Okamijin, my hiragana is pretty solid, but I haven't gotten much katakana. Fortunately, playing Stardew Valley is helping. Yeah, does Stardew Valley, does that have furigana? Because I actually did try playing Stardew Valley in Japanese a little bit, but I don't remember if they had furigana. I feel like they didn't, but that could be a really cool game to play in Japanese, actually. And they do have both options. You don't have to buy the Japanese Stardew Valley, like with this game. He's saying that you don't need to diss my back. You don't need to say that. Okay, so mukou ni mieru no ga. So this is another thing that no can do. Here we see the no particle. It's different from the two types I talked about before, possession and then one for explanation at the end of a sentence. No can also be used in the same way I talked about koto earlier. If you put koto after a verb in the plain form, it becomes a noun. You can also use no in the same way. So mieru no ga. So what you see, the thing that you see up there, this is Torigo. I think, was this Togaroth in English, I believe, but in Japanese, Torigo. That's the town. So what you see up there is Ichiban Oki Namachi. So we learned Oki in an earlier part of the quest. So Ichiban Oki means Ichiban is the biggest, or the most. So Ichiban Oki, the biggest city in Guda, is Toriko. Togaroth, yeah. Or Torigoth? Okay. I think I just said it wrong for some reason.
の町トリゴ
Torigo.
とりあえず町までは送ってく着いた
So toriaizu, so for now, I'll take you to the city. Once we get there, sokode, so at that place. De we'll see later is the something that happens at a place. So sokode, atashi tachi no yakume wa owari. So she uses the no particle to say, my role will be over. So this word here, yakume, is my role, so like my job. So atashi tachi no yakume wa owari. So her job, and tachi implies that she's including Byakko as well. Their job will be over once they get there.
だからそこで私たちの役目は終わり
なんで？
なんでって私はあんたらと一緒にいることはできないからね
Because I can't be with you guys.
それってあいつらとのことがあるからか？
And is it because of the people you were with?
出会ってから日が浅いとはいえ一応仲間だからね
So she was nakama with them.
あいつらが仲間？ニアを殺そうとしたんだぞ。
Even though they tried to kill you?
それでも私の居場所はあそこにしかないんだ
So even though that's true, that's the only place I have to be.
ニア。
さあ行くよ
Sa, ikuyo. So that's a good word to know. Iku means to go. You'll hear it a lot for if we're all of a sudden just, we're going to start shoving off for a new adventure, new city. You can say iku or iko, let's go. So yeah, these words down here we learned a couple days ago. Okay, so now we're talking about trust level. Shinrai do, you see is yellow there. Shinrai means trust, and do means like the level of trust. Do means like a degree, basically. You use it for temperature and things like that as well. So Shinrai do, level of trust. And we don't read all these menus for anyone new here, because there's a lot of tutorials here and it gets a little long. Okay, now we need to be careful to avoid, what's his name? Territorial Rotbart. So this is like the rest water side, it said, I believe. We'll probably die to this giant ape roaming these fields at least a couple times, in my experience. Let's see his Japanese name. Let's get up and close and find out. Here we go. Ikuzo! Should we fight that wolf? Kowai. Chotto kowai. Kowai means I'm scared. This place is dangerous for low level like us. What do you think? Should we just book it? So there's lots of animals we haven't discovered yet. Okay, so I think it's talking about unique monsters. Yeah, you can see the katakana there. Unique monster. Whoa. Okay, we're dead. We're dead. Run towards the plant eaters. That's my motto.
見つけた。
おめでとうございます。
すごい. We survived. 助かりました. I cannot believe we survived that. Okay, we'll probably die a couple times is my experience. Yeah, exactly. I like to live on the edge, Roynus. Okay, here we go. Who is this guy? Oh, those aren't... That's not the big one. Where's the big one? Not like that guy won't kill us, too. Whoa, there we go. There we go. びっくりした。びっくりした。Holy. びっくりした。That means that freaked me out. I was very surprised. I did not even see him coming at all. Oh. Okay, wait. So there's his name. Let's study him. Nawabadi Barbarossa. His name is Barbarossa. So that's a different name. Nawabadi. So Nawabadi means like territorial. It's the same kind of meaning. So territorial Barbarossa. So his name before was Robart, wasn't it? But no, his real name is Barbarossa. Let's track him. Let's find his lair. Oh! I attacked him by accident. That's bad. I'm gonna run away now. So desu ne. Yeah, that's very true, Exploding Penguin. But I'm glad we were able to find out his name. Territorial Nawabari Barbarossa. Yeah, our vocabulary word yesterday was death, so let's practice it. Shinda, past form of death. Shinda, we died. Shinda. See, like this kind of thing, that's what I want to be able to climb up. Zannen, dekimasen. Can't do it. Minna, chotto matta. So wait a second. Unkai no ichi ga takaku natta. So it looks like the cloud sea is higher now. That last verb you see at the end is takai, takaku natta. That conjugates to the form of it became higher. So takaku natta. So mitai desu ne. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Iwayuru unkai ga michitta te joutai da ne. So it's full, it's at high tide. Gura no shihon ashi de idou shiteru kara unkai no takasa ga henka suru da yo na. So again, this is what I talked about earlier. So here they could have used no, but instead they used the n form, which is the more informal form that's actually more common often. But this is an explanation. So right now Rex is explaining that the reason it changes is because Gura, the Titan that we're on top of right now, has 4 legs and walks up and down, so the level of the clouds with respect to where we're walking goes up and down. And the nda at the end shows that it's kind of an explanation. Because you could just say henka suru and leave it there, but if you add the nda, it gives that sense of explaining new information. Very useful form, but a little tricky, so don't worry if none of this makes sense at this point. Gura no kyojin... oh, that's like the word for Titan. What was that word again? Like arusu? Gura no arusu no ashimoto ni unkai ga aru toki mo areba. So yeah, there's another time when it's lower. 今みたいにお腹のあたりまで雲海がある時もあるってことじゃな. So sometimes it's higher up like this too. More up to the stomach of the beast. この高さだと、キャンプした場所には戻れないだろうね. So at this time, we can't go back to where we camped when it's this high. 雲海に沈んでしまってるでしょう. So that's the ni particle saying, yep, it's sunken into. 沈んでる is to sink into. So it's sunken into the cloud sea. Yeah, I'm really glad we died to Territorial Roadbart because you can't have Xenoblade without dying once to that guy. I hope we'll probably die more to him. ただ、アルスは移動を続けるから、そのうち雲海の高さは元に戻ったりするんだよね. So yeah, the level will change as the Titan moves. その通りじゃ, just like you said. 知ってはいたけど、こうやって実際に見るとすごいよね. So that's one of our vocab words, so why don't we look at that for just a second. So Rex is saying, so he's heard about this phenomenon before, but he's the first time seeing it. Jisai ni, so like in real life. Jisai ni miru. So miru again, this means to look at. We've looked at that kanji before. Jisai ni miru to sugoi. So it's awesome to actually see it. So Roina says, do the kanji that make up Titan have furigana because they are atypical? Yeah, very atypical. Good point. Yeah, the reason they have furigana is because it's a word made up for this game, essentially. Which is why I'm also not good at reading it. Look at how, like, I just noticed. Check out Rex. He is never stopping talking. So this one sentence, I guess we have to imagine, he's just going to say it forever. Like, for the rest of time, he's going to be saying, 知ってはいたけど、こうやって実際に見るとすごいな. So he's saying すごい over and over again because he's never seen the Titan, the clouds going up and down. He's going to talk about it forever. So we could just keep it like this, but let's move on. Glorious lip syncs, yes. Yosh. Arbitia ya Ribarari Tasuja Koyu Koke wa Niwa Naranai. Okay, so the other Titans that he's more familiar with, this doesn't happen. Yappa Alusto wa Hidoya. So as expected, the world's a big place, a lot of different types of places. Kanshin shite nai de ikuyo. Toriko no machi wa mou sugu soku nanda. So it's not the time to be freaked out. It's the town's right here. Yeah, you think? It's like right, there's a giant wall right behind you. We already like passed some random people. Okay, so yeah, it's talking about how the level goes up and down. And the yellow part there, you can see the 4 kanji. Kankyo Joho. So environmental information, you can see that information for where the level is. So we can see that now. Since the water's above the line right now, that means we're at high tide for the Cloud Sea. Which I think means we could dive in right now too, if we wanted to. Swim around a bit. Torigo no Achi, so the arch. Ikuzo.
ここがトリゴの町か。
You can probably guess what that one means. So this is Torigo.
変わらないな。
Kawaranai na. So kawaru means to change. So to say wistfully like she did, kawaranai na, that means nothing's changed. It seems like she's got a lot of memories here.
ニア？なんでもない。
Nandemonai, it's nothing.
さて、
Something I might say there is Usotsuki, she's a liar. Clearly, it's not Nandemonai. She's got some secrets. Himitsu ga aru. So she says, Sate to yaroya mare wa annai suru yo. So she'll take us as far as the inn. Sokode o kareda. So that's that kind of sad word again. The last kanji there. Wakare, parting. So we'll part there, she says. Although, I'm not so sure. She looks like she's too well designed to be a random character we're not going to see again.
宿屋までは案内するよ。そこでお別れだ。
嘘つき。トリゴの町。ははは、面白い。
なんだこれは。もしかしてこれが私？
なんともうまく特徴を捉えた人相書きで。
So she's saying, what, is that me? And like, he says, wow, it's such a good likeness.
え？なんだって？
なんだって? What? Wow, that's some eyes.
いえ、どうやら私とお嬢様の情報がごっちゃになっているようです。
He says, oh no, gocha ni natte, so they must have mixed up our features.
ええ、これは心外。
So I see a comment. Nomura's characters look like they're taken straight out of Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I haven't seen much of that game, but I've heard that's a good game, Final Fantasy XIV, and I can see what you mean. Okay. Hoka ni yuki aru mono wa inai ka? So yuki means courage. So does anyone have enough courage to do something with this crystal? So with that, so de means using that courage. So yuki de, with that courage, you can support Sperupia, or the future, the ashita, the tomorrow of Sperupia. Sperupia. So you won't just get paid, you'll also get onkyu. Onkyu. You know, I'm not totally sure what onkyu is, and I kind of want to check it, because I haven't checked a word using this before. Let's quick check onkyu, because he said kyuyo, which is just normal salary, but onkyu must be slightly different kind. So let's check that out quick. And this is also modeling how, if you're playing games in Japanese, you can look them up in a dictionary, find out. So not only will you get salary, you'll get a pension, onkyu. Very useful. Okay, so it's talking about the development of the city. At the bottom you can see Machi no Hatten. So it's another use of no. So it's saying the development of the city. So the second kanji that you see there is development. So Machi no Hatte. Hatten. Have to use the radical dictionary if there's no voice. Yeah, it can be hard. I believe though, I think that with some dictionaries now, or with like Google, I believe you can write kanji as well now, which can be really helpful. And yeah, that's true. I guess I'm cheating in a way because like I know most of the readings even if I don't know every meaning always. Because when you learn the kanji, you learn they have consistent patterns they follow with their pronunciation, but you wouldn't have that starting out. That's true. It can be challenging. When I first tried to play a game in Japanese, I actually gave up after a couple hours because I used my paper kanji dictionary to look things up, and it took forever, and it was an old game too, so I couldn't even count the number of strokes, which is the indexing system in my dictionary, and it was impossible to play. It's so much better now. At least you can count the strokes, and you could even write it in on Google. So now it's really doable. Makes this channel possible. Here we go. Kaimono wa shite mimasu ka? So, shall we go shopping? It's asking. Now that we're in a new town, we can get new shops. Okay, we can see all the shops. Why don't we look at our equipment again, just to see how we are. Do we have any chips yet? Nope. And what about accessories for our other character here? Okay, we might as well look at some of these. What might be good with Nia? So it increases her healing rate. Do you guys know if this one's any good? If you increase like your own, like your personal healing rate? I don't really know what that does. Does that affect a lot during battle? Is that good? I'm not sure. So this increases the cancel window. This increases strength. I don't think is that good with Nia. This increases the connection with Blade. Yeah, maybe we'll do that for now. I don't know. And this increases your healing. So I guess we might as well just add that for now. Yosh. I don't think we really need to buy anything in the town, do you?
それにしてもコアクリスタルに触れるとブレイドが生まれてくるだなんて。
So talking about blades rising from core crystals. So it looks like Vic is mentioning for Nia, focus on ether accessories. Yeah, I would agree. Or healing rate. Yeah, I don't think we have any of those yet. So for now, we can wait on that a bit.
やっぱすごいよな。
As expected, すごい。
私たちブレイドの本体はコアクリスタルと呼ばれる宝石に似た素子なんです。
So blades emerge from these core crystals, I guess. Yeah, food that has arts recharge speed might be nice. Yeah, I never used food too much before, unless I had a difficult fight or something. But yeah, you're probably right. Getting some
触れた
food.
ものに適性があった場合のみ自身の体細胞を増殖させ。
Wow, so this is a lot of big words here, but essentially what she's saying is, let's see if I can draw a little bit on here. So we have a no particle. So Jishin, so the cells in your body will increase if you have, if you are able to resonate with the core crystal. So when you touch it, if you resonate with it, your cells can multiply. Okay. Very scientific, core crystals. I see a couple comments. Often Sweets has it. It can make battling go a lot faster, cuts cooldown times in half, or even better if you use food. Really? Yeah, I really should make more use of that then. And it's Sweets, you're saying? Omoshirousou. Thanks for the advice, Too Dim.
せて分離体を生み出す。
Bunlitai. So, yeah, it looks like a splitting of cells, I think it's talking about.
それがブレイド。
That's what happened to the
つ
blade.
まりドライバーとコアクリスタルが
Tsumari. So tsumari is a good phrase. The first hiragana you see there. Tsumari meaning, in summary, driver and core crystal. It's a fated meeting when you meet. When a driver and core crystal meet, it's fate.
運命的に巡り合ってこそブレイドが誕生するというこ
And then and only then will the blade be born.
とじゃな。
不思議だな。
Fushigi da na. Strange. Very strange. Nande sono koto ga okoru? Why does that happen?
なんでそんなことが起こる？
So it might be really helpful to look at that word nani, the first kanji, because you see that come up all the time. Whenever you see that, you know some kind of question is happening. Usually it will end with a question mark or a ka to mark the question.
なんだ？
さあそれは誰にもわからんよ。
Sarewa dari ni mo wakaran, so no one knows that.
西へからそういうものなんじゃ。
It's been like that from
生ま
long
れ出
ago.
るブレイドの容姿は千差万別。人に近いものから私のようなものもおります。
So yeah, there's all kinds of different blades. Some look like people, are very similar to humans, and some are more looking like me.
ドライバーの個性や精神が反映されているって説もあるね。
There's also a theory that it has to do with kind of resonating or showing the individuality of the driver.
ドライバーとブレイドとの出会いはとっても神秘的なんです。
So it's a very kind of mysterious thing, the meeting of a driver and a blade.
あの時、ホムラは泣いていた。
Homura wa naiteita, so Homura was crying that time.
ホムラもさっきのブレイドみたいに誰かから生まれたんだろう。
So she was born as a blade as well. Yeah, just like that other blade. I think that maybe I skipped the scene back there when the blade was made, because they're talking about when the blade was made. So I think I might have skipped a scene, but I don't know. I don't feel like this one's that bad to skip, so why don't we just keep going? Hope you're okay with that. I think we just might have missed some of the scene where a blade was resonated with. Do you agree with that? I'm guessing that we probably missed that scene.
天の聖杯って一体。
So what is the Aegis?
一同抵抗するな。
Don't resist.
こやつら帝国軍じゃな。
しまった。
So these are the Imperial troops.
なんなんだお前たち。
What do you want?
その者帝国にあだなす反逆者。
You are treason. Treason against the Empire. You just missed someone's attempt at resonating with the core crystal. It was just to establish that you need aptitude to be a driver. Think you can take me? Yeah, I don't think that's important either. I agree. So I'm thinking that we can skip that because it was just kind of, it wasn't really even story. It was just kind of like exposition explaining how drivers work. Essentially just showing how we can resonate and how not everyone can resonate. I think it might have shown someone if you can't resonate, you might get knocked out or something like that.
イーラのものであろ
ヒーラニアは違う。
So Neo wa chigao.
う。そうか。白き獣のブレイドを連れた。
So they're saying they're looking for her and they're describing them. A white beast for a blade and a person from Gura.
グーラ人のドライバー。手配書の人相書きに。
It's an Ethernet.
おこれではないか。
What are you saying to them? It's an Ethernet? わからない。
総書き。
これだ。
あ、似てる。
Niteru. So this is him. He's teasing her. Niteru. You'll hear this a lot if if someone looks like a celebrity or someone looks like someone. You'll hear that. It means to resemble. Ah, Niteru.
なんだって？
いや違う、似てない、全然
Now he's saying, Nitenai, Nitenai. No, you don't look anything like it. Zenzen Nitenai.
似てない。ってこんなことやってる場合じゃない。そっく
This is not the time to be doing this.
りだからってどうなってんだ。
So this is also sudden.
ところでお前、見たところ、お前もドライバーのようだが、登録ナンバーは。
So you also look like a driver. What's your registration number? So Japanese Quest, don't mind us. We're just going through all the obligatory Ardenian soldier phrases. So desu ne. Yeah, I don't know the ones in English, so I might not know what you're talking about. Yokoso. Japanese Quest away. Will 979. We have a new party member. I haven't done this for a few episodes of Japanese Quest, but sometimes when there's a new party member, we like to understand how that works in game so we can draw them here. So Will, he just appeared. We're about to get into a battle, and Will says, I got your back. I got your back. And who else is here? Blade is here, too. Blade's commenting. We're all going to get in this battle together. These soldiers, they've got no chance. Some people might even be in the background watching. They don't have to comment. That's fine. They're watching from the top of the building. They're maybe up here. That's fine too. Blade, of course, has a blade. I'm guessing it would be kind of a katana type of blade. So yeah, we've got a whole party here. 一緒に頑張りましょう. Yeah, ようこそ, welcome Will.
登録？
すべからくドライバーとなった者はアーケディアへ届け出なくてはならない。
So anyone who's a driver needs to go to Arcadia to register. Konnichiwa, Willu-san.
登録ナンバーがないということは、さてはお前、モグリのドライバーだな。
Moguri no driver. So you're the driver for Moguri? 違う、俺は。
違う、俺は。
お前たちを連行する。
So we're gonna arrest you. 連行する. It means to arrest. So we're gonna take you in. Don't worry, you guys are still here, but let's make sure we can see everything.
しびらきは領事閣下の前でするがいい。
Gotta come along with us.
レックス、今から私と白虎で仕掛ける。その隙にあんたたちは逃げな。
So, me and Byakko, we're gonna create a moment. In that moment, Suki, you can say it's the moment. In that moment, can run away. And now it looks like Rex is gonna say, "So wa ikanai." I can't do that.
そうはいかないよ。
これは私と白虎の問題だよ。
So mondai, we saw that word a couple days ago. Mondai just means problem. So this is our problem, not yours.
あいつは今、お前たちって言った。なら無関係じゃ。
So mukanke. So this word we've seen quite a bit. Kanke means relation, and mu means like the opposite of, or like negating it. So mukanke means not related, but he then says janai. So like we are not related, basically. It's a little confusing. But he's saying we're involved now.
いられない。
たく相当頑固だね、あんた。
じっちゃんにもよく言われる。
You're very stubborn. Ganko is the word she used for stubborn. And he said Ji-chan also often says that. Yoku yoreru often said.
じゃあ、1、2の3で行くよ。私たちは左。
So I'll take the left. You can take the right. You can see left and right there. Let's look at those words because those are good kanji and good words to know. Hidari and migi. Left and right. And she's saying atashi, which means I. So watashi is the more standard one, but atashi can be said for more for girls generally. And then anta means kind of informal way to say you. Another way to say anata. So you take the right.
あんたたちは右。
オッケー。
いつでも。
Itsudemo, anytime. And then it looks like they're going to say ja, ikuyo. So that kind of ja that you see there is kind of like, okay, let's do it kind of thing. And then iku means to go. And then the yo kind of just adds a bit of an exclamation point on there. Ikuyo. Konnichiwa. Yozaki-san, hello.
じゃあ、行くよ。
They're surprised. They're not used to getting resistance in this city because I think they pretty much own this town. So they're saying, Teiko suru no ka? Yeah. They're kind of freaking out. They didn't expect to have to fight some drivers and blades today.
1、2の。
So he's saying, don't falter. Our enemy, they just have a few people. Let's take him down. Surround him. This could be a tough fight with our current level. Good question, Okamijin. Yeah, Atashi could be in katakana kind of to make it easier to read, but also kind of because it's informal. Often for kind of informal words, katakana is used. So good question. You're gonna resist? Seriously? Yeah, they don't want us to resist. Now it's telling us about canceling. So how you can cancel your attacks into arts. I think essentially that means that during an attack you can press the art button, and then if you do it at the right time it'll do more damage, but let's not read all that. Let's do this. Yeah, this could be a tough fight. Let's see. Hopefully we can get some healing from Nia. Let's show them a thing or two. Ganbarimasu. This is the toughest, probably the longest, biggest fight we've had so far. So yeah, during this time, feel free to ask Japanese questions and kind of help each other. So I gotta focus a little bit on this battle and try not to die. Ah, leveled up shimashita. So we just leveled up. The theme of Japanese Quest is to level up in the game and in real life. So we level up in the game. As we learn new words, we can level up in Japanese as well. Uh oh, Nia's in some danger. See if we can get a potion going. I want to get a potion. Oh, good. We won. Katta. Yatta. What are the soldiers? So that was one of our vocab words that we learned a couple days ago. Tsuyoi! That guy freaked out and said tsuyoi. What are they saying in Japanese? Good point. I was so focused on the battle, I didn't totally hear what they were saying, to be honest. Be careful about using wa instead of wa. Yeah, you need to use the particle wa, which looks like it's actually written as a ha. Good point, Okamijin. So as expected, drivers super strong. So ima, now. So Rex, now. Uh-oh. So nanda. So what? What is that? Kono honno no kabe. What is this wall of flame? So you can see, it's kind of a cool kanji. We focused on kanji yesterday and we learned the kanji for fire. You might notice that that's two fire kanji stacked on top of each other. So you have one fire, like this, means fire. Another fire, put them together, and you've got a flame. And sorry about my kanji with this mouse and my stroke order, probably all messed up, but gives you an idea of it. A lot of kanji build like that, and it's a pretty cool way to build meaning. And then, so we have no, so wall of fire, basically. Wall of flame. See a couple comments. Let's see. Too dim. It would be awesome if they said "you're done" in Scottish Japanese. Since they don't scream these phrases, we have to say it for them every time now. So desu ne. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, thank you for. Because I'm learning too. I didn't know what they said in English, so it gives me more insight into the game. Oh no, I pressed A. Why did I have to press A? We had to see that part. Okay. That was bad. I think we need to do the fight now, though. I apologize. I hadn't done it until this episode for a while, but I pressed A. Sumimasen deshita. We can go back and watch the scene again, because it is cool to see this character for the first time. It's always good to watch scenes again, because then you get more practice. Okay, so it's talking about blade combos. We're not going to read all that. But essentially what it's saying is we can chain blade combos like this, I believe. Let's change to the steam combo. Uh-oh, Nia's in trouble. This could be a tough fight. Uh-oh, Nia's dead. That's bad. I think we're gonna lose this fight. Wait, I got no potion there? Oh, because I missed it. That's gonna be bad. So Nia died again. We are gonna die. Demo. Saigo made tatagaimasu. I'll fight to the end. We may need to get a little stronger for this fight. It might have helped if we had those pouch items you talked about. Yeah, I need those reminders not to press A. Sumimasen deshita. I like realized it just as I was pressing it. Got to kill the minions first. Let's see, we can probably watch that scene now though. Why don't we just save for now? Save shimashou. And is there a better way to go back to that scene than exiting out? Or do we have to go all the way back? Do we have to exit the game? I think we do. Now, not Chronicles, that's the English one. We need the Japanese one. Xenoblade 2. No one knows what Chronicles means in Japanese, I guess. It needs a reset. Okay, good to know. Thank you. You might have noticed my other profile is Sanji. That's from named from One Piece. Akira, you saw on this profile, that's my Japanese name. So I am Akira Sensei if you're just joining. If you want to follow, you can become a party member if you enjoy what you see. Every day we learn some Japanese, level up in Japanese. Let's look at this events theater. If you're watching on YouTube too, you can come to this Twitch channel and you can chat, like the chat that you see on screen, and you could follow too and become a party member on Twitch as well, or YouTube works too. So that's why the original trailer just said Xenoblade 2. Yeah, it's only Xenoblade 2 in the Japanese. Okay, so we're in... So the numbering system you see there, it says Daiichi wa, Dai-ni wa. So that means the numbering of chapters. Kikai shikake no ningyo. So that's kind of a spoiler, but it's saying like the machine doll person, basically, that we're going to see later. Alright, so where were we? The original Xenoblade Chronicles, I see in the comments. Yeah. Just Xenoblade in Japanese. Yeah, the Chronicles isn't there. Okay, so I think... Draibato Blado. Let's just watch this one again. Yeah, that looks like the last one. So let's watch this one again. This time I won't stop it and look, but again, we can see the no particle even describing it. So, Teikoku no Hoju. That means she's like the jewel of the empire. So she's like the blade who's like the jewel of the empire. Let's watch. I'll try not to interrupt so much so we can just see what we learned. Enjoy the scene. And I will not press A. I will try my best. Ganbarimasu. It wouldn't be Xenoblade if you didn't press A and mess up a scene or die to the territorial rot part. Or whatever that guy's name is. So, we didn't look at this part yet, so let's read some of it. So, Sawagashi desu ne. You guys are being very... You're making a lot of noise. So I guess she maybe heard us and came over here. It's a pretty cool character, I think. I was just taking a rest as well. Kagutsuchi. That's kind of hard to say. Kagutsuchi. I can see why they changed that for English. Her name in Japanese is Kagutsuchi. Blado, so she's a blade. But where's the driver, he's saying. So sometimes you can ask a question in Japanese without even saying nani, like what? You can just say driver wa, and it implies the question. So you can see demo, driver wa, but where's the blade? Or the driver.
Demo, driver wa.
So, watashi no driver. So my driver, again using the no particle, saying my driver is currently on a extended mission. Ima watashi hitori. So she's right now by herself. Thank you. I will not press A.
ドライバーがいない。
Driver ga inai, no driver.
カグツチ様はスペルビアの宝珠とも呼ばれる帝国最強のブレイド。
So saikyo no blade. So that's another use of the word no you see at the bottom there. So she's the strongest blade in the empire. Saikyo no blade. Saikyo means the strongest.
ドライバーなくしてもこの力、観念しろ。
Even without her driver, check out her power.
カグツチ様、この者たちはかのイーラの手の者。
I was kind of distracted for that part, didn't totally get that one. But the next part here looks like please, yeah, offer us your power. Chikara o kashite kudasai.
ぜひともカグツチ様のお力をお貸しください。
いいらの
Ira no. Yeah, what is Ira? I'm not sure what they're talking about with Ira. Oh, that's Ira is that the organization they belong to, right? So they're saying we need help arresting these people from this organization, Ira. I forget, what was that organization called in English? Do we remember that? I don't remember.
水玉色のコアクリスタル
So the emerald core crystal. I can't believe it.
まさかとは思ったけれどいいでしょうですがパクス警備長殺生は禁じます
Okay. Yeah. Let's take them alive, she's saying.
彼らを生きたまま捕らえ
Ikita mama. So yeah, yesterday we learned that word actually for to live. Ikiru was the word, and mama means ikita mama, so still alive. Ikita mama. So please take them as they're still alive. Toma? Yeah, Toma. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Toma. I guess they're called Ida, I think, in Japanese. It's interesting how they change all of that. A lot of the changes I think are good, but some of them I'm not so sure about. Okay, again, I will not press A.
なさい
はっ、おい、例のものを。
Oh, Rei no Mono, so get that one thing. Okay, I'm scared, but we don't actually have to do the battle. We could level up a little bit more or eat some good food. Yosh. Loading. You can see the Koa Kristuru in the corner. Ah, so there's a bit of a spoiler there. Some characters we're going to meet. Interesting how the menu's in English, isn't it? The main menu and the loading. Japanese people do generally know quite a bit of English for reading. The speaking's usually not so strong, but I taught in Japan for 2 years teaching English. Japanese reading is strong enough they can probably read menus like that, but speaking maybe not so much. If you kill the minion first and don't let them both focus, Nia, you can probably do it. Yeah, maybe so. Why don't we check our items anyway, though? Pouch items. Do we have anything else for her? No. And we don't have any of these. Might as well get all the skills we have. Let's check our pouch. So if we go over here, you can see Pochi Setto. So it's our pouch set. And we can put in pouch items, it says there. And Kyokashimasu is the verb it has at the end, saying to strengthen. Is it common for Japanese games to have some menus or words in English? Yeah, very common. Good question, Vic. There's often quite a bit of English. I think English has kind of a cool look in Japanese, so it's often used in games. They probably would understand if you pronounce the words with a Japanese accent. Yeah, good point. Yeah, Okamijin, I believe. I think you're Japanese, right? So Okamijin, listen to Okamijin. They're an expert. Ooh, we do have some food. All this does, though, is I think reduce ether damage. That doesn't seem super useful. I guess could be kind of useful for fighting a wall of fire. This one also reduces physical damage as well. Maybe let's use this, you think? We might as well. That's the thing that we got from the whale meat we got in the very beginning. Should we give it to Nia too, you think? She was getting kind of hammered on, so might as well give it to her too. That only applies to one character, right? It doesn't apply to the whole party. I just want to confirm this, because I'm not totally sure on how this works. Like I have to give it to each of them, don't I? Does anyone know that? It's not a party effect, it's a person effect, right? I assume so. It applies to the whole party. Really? Are you sure? Oh. Sugoi. Wakaranakatta. Finding or buying a weapon chip for Pyro would help a lot if you haven't done it yet. Yeah, you're right. A weapon and chip would be really good. Let's just do battle a little bit. Maybe we can get some weapon chips. What do you guys think? Should we fight territorial Balthazar or whatever his name is? Or a weaker guy, probably. Anyone know who's good for farming weapon chips? Because we just need like a couple weapon chips, because we got nothing. I don't even know if we can beat these Armu right now. We can probably beat some Bonnets. So we have some disagreement on if the pouch effect is for a whole party. Yeah, I'm not sure myself. Wow, that was a lot weaker than the Jewel of the Empire. Not surprising, I guess. Let's see if we can beat this high-level rabbit. Yeah, not a bad idea to fight the unique Bonnet. I don't know if we could beat it right now, though. But, yeah, I'm not sure where the best chips are around here. I feel like some of these guys might just drop chips. I'm missing of what some people are saying, so... Zblade said, speaking of loading screens, Xenoblade has the Monado, right, on the loading screen. That's true. Cooldown recharge doesn't work for the whole party. Random mob can potentially drop stuff. Yeah, let's just maybe level up and try to get a chip off something. Those things I think we probably won't beat, but maybe one Armu. Or Aruma, it says in Japanese. Fieldo Aruma. The unique Bonnet would probably drop rare items every kill, though. Yeah, I doubt it. I don't know if I could beat that thing, though. Sumimasen. My skill at these battles is not the greatest. In general, I have pretty decent skill at video games, but I feel like I've not fully mastered combat in this game. I kind of just went through the story. I don't think we'll get to the level 3 combo, so I'm just going to do level 2. I remember the Monado having different kanji every time. Yeah, the Monado had a lot of different kanji, and it was a cool concept. I do kind of miss the Monado. Although, Homura is pretty cool too. Yatta! Kachimashita. Decent experience on that guy. Okay. Uh-oh. This could be dangerous. I don't know if we want to start with the high level one. Let's see if we can fight the lower level one first. So I'm not sure if we can win this battle. We'll see. Yeah, I see Okamijin posted the different kanji for the Monado. Omoshiroi, very interesting. Awesome comments. Yeah, I think it's really good to have comment in the, like, interesting conversation in the chat. I think we're gonna die here. Let's run away. Oh, I tried to not do that. I tried to get away here. I think we're gonna die, so I kind of would like to run. Nigeta. Nigeta. That means we run. So yeah, really cool kanji that you put there for the Monado there. You should check out the chat if you haven't seen that. So we have the different kanji for roar, thunder, break, shield, all those different things. Omoshiroi. Yeah, those things have a lot of hit points. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards just seeing if we can buy... Omoshiroi desu ne. Arigato. Okamijin. Let's see if we can buy something. Let's look at the weapons. What we have. Core chip nara uchi no mise ni makase na. So leave it to us if you need a core chip. Okay, what do we got? So let's look at the stats. So this in katakana says auto attaku. So the auto attack for the nicest one will go up quite a bit for this part of the game. The guard percent goes down a little bit, but then the critical kritikaru ritsu, the critical rate, this kanji here means rate, also goes up. So what do you guys think? Do you think we should get this chip? Thinking it might be a good investment. But we're all in the same party, so I kind of want confirmation. What do you say? If someone says "Hai" or "Sansei desu" or "Yes," I will press A. This is a good time to press A because we can buy what kind of chip is it? Wingu chip. Wingu chip's like a wing chip. I agree. Go for it. That's enough for me, Roynus. Let's do it. Yatta. So now we have Dengo Sodo. Dengo Sodo. Okay. And it shows some of these have special effects, but here it says Nash, which means no special effect. Sansei desu. Yeah, Sansei, you can see VZ Blade there said. That means agree. You can find better ones as drops, but if you want to fight Bridget now, then buy it. For Homura, it's all about the critical hit, so go for it. I agree. I think we made the right decision for now. And I like how it auto-equips. What about for Nia? Or for Byakko, rather. So, no special effects, but could increase attack. I say we might as well just do it. Yeah, Hantai for disagree. So, Sansei, Hantai. So if you say Hantai, I won't get it. If you say Sansei, I will get it. So for this one, If you say sanse or agree, I will get it. You have 30 seconds. The chip here is again Wingu Chippu for Nia. Sanse, hantai. Dochi. Agree, disagree. And we'll have, it shows the blade that we'll have too. We'll go to the Haoru Ringu. That sounds pretty cool. Howl ring. Hantai desu. Sanse desu. Oh, now we have a conflict. We need to have a tiebreaker. So we have Sanse for Vic. We have Hantai for Viz. And Royness is Sanse. So we have, it looks like the Sanse wins. So we're going to agree and we're going to buy it. Sorry. Sorry, Via's blade. Yosh, now we have Haoru Ringu. It sounds pretty cool. Howl ring. Okay. Alright. Should we look at food at all, you think? Yeah. Agreed to Dim. Which food did you guys say might be good to get? Which kind of food? Let's check what kind of effects they have. Anyone know what store we need to go to for decent food? So this takes down ether damage. Could be good, maybe. So fish for ether damage. So they have yasai. You see the word yasai, that means vegetable. And this looks like it raises HP recovery rate. So I see, do you have pouch expansion grade yet? I forgot when you get those. No, we don't have any expansion yet. And then Vic says, I agree, you can find better chips, but it can take a long time. Yeah, might as well just get them for now, since we kind of want to do this fight. Okay, so we're not supposed to go over there. Any other food we're supposed to have here? What about meat? Niku. I think we can't go beyond this right now. Zannen. You might have one in inventory since you just got a few by doing the main story. Maybe it's too early. Yeah, I don't think we have one, but I guess it's possible. I guess let's just jump in again. Let's try the fight. Okay, so let's target that one first. Whoops. Muteki. It didn't work to draw them out. Whoa, why did I start targeting the other guy? I tried to switch targets. It maybe she did a taunt, I don't know. I'm gonna try to kill this guy as fast as possible. Ganbarimasu. Yatta. Okay, better start. Yeah, I think you're right about the aggro, Vic. And exploding penguin as well. Ganbarimasu! Jishin ga arimasu. I'm confident this time. I actually think the first time I played this, the same thing happened. I died the first time, but the second time, killed the other guy first. Although this is still dangerous. It's still kind of hard to fight with only 2 people. Oh no, Nia died. Ah, abunai, abunai. Musket potion. Recovery potto. Onegai shimasu. Moskoshi, moskoshi, a little bit more. Yatta. Good time for potion. Yatta! Kachimashita! Soshite, yokoso, welcome to the party. Solo Kratora. Kachimashita! Let's do a proper welcome for the person who just came. Yokoso, welcome. P Solo Kratoris. Perfect timing with joining the party. Right after we won the battle, it did the victory music from Final Fantasy. They went dun 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 dun. It's the best timing. I won't press A, don't worry. That's the best timing we've ever had for a new party member because it was the perfect victory music. Sugoi. Omoshirokatta. So our attacks, you completely avoided them. So I see a couple comments. So Kirito said, I must go to school on weekdays, so I can't watch. Zannen. But when you can come, welcome. And then Penguin says, I need to know if they make an Ethernet pun. Omoshiroi. Yokoso. So yeah, yokoso, if anyone doesn't know, means welcome. And yeah, if anyone's watching, and whether YouTube or Twitch, if you become a party member here on Twitch, you can make that victory music for us. And then we can all start teaching Japanese to each other. So welcome. If anyone enjoys, feel free to follow. And you can become part of our party as well. We're all going to the world tree. Issho ni ikimashou. Anohito, tsuyoi. So tsuyoi meaning that person. Very strong. So even without their driver nuki means without, nuki means without. So even without their driver, they're that strong. Akirameru na. So akirameru is a good word. So when you add na to it, it negates it. So it's saying, don't give up. Akirameru na. Oh, so you guys kept talking about Ethernets. I think this is what you were referencing. I had no idea what you're talking about. Omoshiroi. So yeah, it looks like it's translated in Japanese would be like ether blocking net. So you can't do your arts when you block the ether. Funny. Omoshiroi. By the way, I have a question. You guys said LOL, ha ha ha. Do you guys know how you say that in Japanese? Because there's a special Japanese way to say laughing. We should probably learn how to laugh properly in a form in Japanese. Like, of course, LOL is fine, but yeah. Yeah, you guys know it. Okamijin, Blade, Will. Yeah, W, W, W. Lots of W's. And do you know why? Yeah, ha ha ha. That could maybe work. Ryu wa nan desu ka? What's the reason? Yeah, I'm not an expert on it because I'm not an expert on all these form things and things, but I believe it's because warao is to laugh, and that's like with a W is how you can write it. Yeah, that's the kanji. Warai is like a smile, or warao is like to laugh or smile. So yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu, okamijin. So essentially, it's in a way of abbreviating that. So it's basically like the Japanese LOL, is to just write a whole bunch of W's. Omoshiroi. いい勉強になった。Okay, I will not press A. 頑張ります。So what are they saying? ブレードには弱点はあります。So there's a weakness, and this ether net is one of their weaknesses.
弱点はあります。
弱点は weakness.
その一つがこれ。力の源であるエーテルの流れを遮られること。
So block the flow of ether.
いや、白
Ah, Kirito-san, you're leaving? じゃあまたね。Have fun at school. 頑張ってください、学校で。じゃあまたね。
逃げろ、レックス。私たちに構うな。
Don't worry about us, run, 逃げろ。
無理言うな。
Don't talk crazy. 見捨てるなんてできるわけない。So there's no way I could throw you away.
捨てるなんてできるわけないだろう。
あんたにはあんたの目的があるだろ。
あんたにはあんたの目的があるな。So we should look at this. Our theme today, some of you guys who just came, every day we're gonna have a learning target, and we're essentially trying to collect this, the learning target. No, we're trying to collect it in game. So we just found another one. No, we already found enough, so we don't really need to mark it on our document. But anta no mokuteki. So what Nia is saying to us, anta niwa. So niwa means, so you have, contrasting with other people, like you specifically have your own goal. You've got your goal. Anta no mokuteki. Your goal, mokuteki. So you should worry about that, run away, and not worry about me. But we can't do that, not Rex. What did Tudim say? It's kind of random how the ether net only appears in this scene. Yes, so does net. Yeah, because the ether net is super OP and it's used in this one scene. Chotto okashi desu ne. You'd think this thing would come up all the time. Demo, but I can't just let you go.
それを果たせ。
レックス、今は
So just let go.
引け。それしかない。
We gotta run.
でも
逃がしません。
We'll not let you away. And I think we learned that, kind of a swear word for saying like, damn it, or something in that range. Okay. Ooh, we learned that kanji yesterday. As yesterday was Wednesday, so it was suyobi, so we used that kanji, the day of water. So mizu is how you say water when it's by itself.
今だ。
今だ now.
バーニングストーム。ホムラ。はい。
逃がすな。
Momo. Yeah. Yeah, suyobi. So desu ne.
おい。
それでいい。
So yeah, chase them. Nigekireyo. So I hope you get away. So she's kind of resigning herself to her fate. She thinks she might even die here. She's saying, "Sorerei." That's the way it's supposed to be. I meaning good. So sorerei.
逃げ切れよ、レックス。
この水流の中であの技。天の聖杯。やはり本物。
So she's saying even in this battle, she's able to do that technique. So she must be the true Aegis.
おーい。
Here we go. Kawaii.
こっちだもん。逃がしてあげるもん。
Nogaste ageru mo. So now we're going to see a lot of the mo, because that is the special particle for nopons. Mo. Again, don't use this in your Japanese. People will think you're a nopon. Unless you're cosplaying as a nopon, don't use mo. But he's saying, Nogaste ageru mo. So nogasu, to run away. Ageru, I'll help you. I'll allow you to run away. Nogaste ageru mo. And then the first thing he's saying, kochi, this way. He kind of talks in a cute way, so You'll see different speech patterns with the Nopon.
君は
Hayaku, hayaku, fast, fast. In a way, this character, Toda, is really good for learning, I think, because he repeats all the vocab, and it's all really basic vocab. So like, hayaku, hayaku, fast, fast. I'm glad we are meeting some new characters now. Yeah, we never know which characters will be the best teachers of Japanese, but so far I'm thinking Toda might actually be a really good Japanese teacher. So let's see what he has to say. Nieta.
ありがとう。助かったよ。
So, thanks were saved. Demo, but doshite oretachi o? But why? Why did she save us? Again, the saving is implied. We're just the O particle. After that, you could say to be saved, but it's just implied.
でもどうして俺たちを？
なんとなくも。
Nantonaku, for whatever reason, for some reason. So I see a comment. Learned a couple days ago. So Bridget, yeah, the Bridget character, Kagutsuchi. I think that's the fire character that we just fought, right? It's the name of one of the Japanese gods. Really? Watatsumi. Interesting. 面白いですね。Toda sensei. そうですね。Toda sensei ですね。So yeah, I'm Akira sensei. You are Okamijin sensei. And this right here in the foreground is Toda sensei ですね。
なんとなく。
っていうのは嘘。
っていうのは嘘も。So uso, that's a really good word. It could be one that we learned today. It means it's a lie. So they might have had some reason to save us.
本当言うといっつも威張り散らしてる兵士。
Honto yuto, so to tell you the truth, something he doesn't like these soldiers always acting all like proud.
に完成したばっかのロケットカムカムをお見舞いしてやろうと。
He wanted to show off his new invention, the Roketto Kamu Kamu, something or other. 面白い. Yeah, thanks for the link. I'll check that out later. I really liked when you showed the stuff from the other day about the 4 legendary beasts in China, so I know you have good credibility for finding this interesting cultural background information.
持ってたもん。
I recommend other people check it out too. Sorry to interrupt you, Tora Sensei. So what is he saying here? So yeah, we're being chased by them.
出てきたんだもん。外れて水道管に当たっちゃったけど、結果オーライだもん。
But they were hit by the water and it turned out all right.
そうか。
So it was Tora saying that he's the one who saved us. Arigato. Via's Blade, itsumo arigato. Omoshiroi. See, that's why each party member that joins, we can learn more and more. Like, I know some Japanese. I passed N1 in Japanese, so I can read some Japanese. I'm a Japanese teacher. But if Japanese people are here, they can teach even more. If other people here, like Blade, speaks Chinese, so can teach some Chinese and Chinese history as well. So the more party members we have, the more we can level up. Ishoni level up shimashou. Tora OP in the game, OP in teaching Japanese. So desu ne. Tora sensei wa OP desu yo.
さっきのは君が。
トラだもん。
Tora da mo. So yeah, he's saying, yep, that was me.
トラっていうのか。俺はレックス。こっちは。
So here we have introductions. Ore wa Rexu. So you don't have to do the whole thing like we saw earlier with, he didn't say, Ore no namae wa Rexu. He could have, but he's kind of being more informal with Tora. Ore wa Rexu, kochi wa Homura.
あ、ホムラ。
よろしくお願いします。よろしくも。
Nice to meet you. In Nopon language, yoroshiku mo.
おふふ。
Just to decide, I love the Nopon language. I'm so glad we have a Nopon in the game now. So he's saying mo itotsu ryu ga aru. So there's another reason why he saved us.
実は助けたのにはもう一つ理由があるもん。
理由？
まあ、それはトランチについてからゆっくり話すもん。
So I'll tell you later once you come to my house, but there is one more
こっ
reason.
ちだもん。
Kochi, this way. Doitashimashite. Yeah, it means you're welcome. We're all alone again. Zannen. Sabishio. Sabishi means lonely, a little lonely, being all alone again. Sabishi.
同行者と思われる子供とブレイド一体は逃しましたが、
So they ran away, but
手配書の娘とそのブレイドは捕らえることができました。
But we were able to save the other girl who's on the drawing.
引き続き町の治安維持に。
So we'll keep the peace from now on. Do you remember what I said this other guy was gonna say?
パクス君、僕がなんて言ったか覚えてる？
は？
僕は水玉色のコアクリスタルを持ったブレイドを捕ら。
So he's not happy because he said the emerald core crystal blade. That's the one I need you to Kamaero to capture. And he failed to do that. Not going to be good for his job history. Or future, rather.
帰ろって言ったよね。誰も手配書のそれも賞金15000点。
So talking about the reward that would have been paid for it.
道の小娘を捕らえろなんて言ってないよね。
So I did not say to capture the girl, the other girl.
ですが、かの者はイーラの。
But she's in Ida, that the secret organization. I forget what it's called again. I never remember it, but you know, the one with Malos and Jin and all those guys.
大事なことだからもう一回言おうか。僕は水玉色のコア。
So again, the emerald core crystal is the daiji nakoto, the important thing. So daiji meaning important, that's the first kanji you see there. Daiji nakoto, that's the important thing to do.
クリスタルを。
毛布様。
何？
水玉色とはどういった？
Suigyoku iro. So it's kind of a more rare color. It's one that I'm not that familiar with in Japanese myself, but I've seen enough of it that I know it. But he doesn't know the word for emerald. And so he's saying, what color is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Omoshiroi. www. What out?
色なのでしょうか。
緑色。
So here we're seeing a simplified version. This is more one that we can learn. Midori iro. And this is a way you can make it really clear, writing it out in hiragana. Mi-do-ri. Green. Saying it really slowly to kind of make fun of him. See, midori iro. Midori. Wakaru kore kono iro. Do you know what the color green is?
緑。わかる？この色。これが緑色。見えてる？ちゃんと見え。
Kono iro. So yeah, this color. Can you see it? Can you see it?
てる？
ああ、緑色。あ、そうでしたか。水玉とは緑色の。
Ah, so that means green. Mo baka. So yeah, he's calling him a baka.
おバカ！水玉色のブレイドなんてまずいないでしょ。一目瞭然で。
Omoshiroi. It's super clear. Yeah, we don't need that other blade.
それをあんな猫型の普通のブレイド。
So they're saying that other Neko blade is just a futsu no blade, a normal blade. Not really true. It's not a normal blade, but still, it's not the Aegis either.
お言葉ですが、あれは猫型ではなく虎型。うるさい。
Omoshiroi. So he's saying, yeah, it's not a Neko, it's a tiger, Tora. Neko gata de wa nai, Tora gata. And then his response to that is, Urusai, baka. Shut up, fool.
バカ！
モー様。
何？ノックぐらいなさい。
Nani, at least lock.
失礼いたしました。モー様、メレフ様が。
So Merufu-sama
本国
has...
からメレフ特別執権官がたった今。
So Merufu seems like they're here, so this other character is here. Ima, so yeah, right now.
今港に到着されました。
Just arrived at the port here.
なんですって
What? So ですね。面白い。チャットは面白い。かっこいい。Just an aside. Awesome character. Kaっこいい。
こんなところに家が。
ここは裏口も玄関は向こうにちゃんとあるもん。
I was distracted for a second looking at chat, so I missed some of that, but I think it said someone's in the entryway.
本当だ。いや、下雲海じゃないか。それも結構高い。
Isn't that the cloud sea right below us? Soritomo, it's very high as well.
見晴らしいもん。
Good view, huh? Tora soko kara unkai o miru no daisuki nanda. Yeah, that's a good word. Ski, we do have ski in the words down here, but daisuki means to like love. So Tora loves the view from here, the view of the cloud sea. Unkai. Just putting cloud and sea together.
トラ、そこから雲海を見るの大好きなんだもん。
That's another use of the no particle too. So miru no, you can say that makes to see into a noun that you can talk about, say that you like it. So I like watching or like looking at the view.
素敵なお家ですね。
Sticky na uchi, so very nice house.
もふふ。ところでレックスの兄貴。
By the way, Rexu and Aniki kind of means like an older brother type of character. So you can see that Tora is looking up to Rex being a driver. Kind of helps that I've played the game that I know they're dynamic.
兄貴？
助けたも一つの理由なんだけども。
So the one other reason why I saved you is...
実はトラ、ドライバーと仲良く。
Okay, so driver to nakayoku naritakatta. So wanted to become close with a driver. And the way it starts actually is really useful. Jitsu wa, so like actually, the reason is jitsu kind of means like really or actually. So actually, the reason why I saved you is you're a driver, and I want to be friends with a driver because they're kakkui, they're cool.
なりたかったんだもん。
へえ、トラドライバーに興味あるんだ。
Kyomi aru? Do you have interest in drivers?
当然だ。
Tozen, of course.
ブレードと一心同体になってすんごい力を使えるドライ。
So all the reasons why drivers blades are sugoi basically, because they can do this. Ishin dotai, like together in body and spirit with their blade. And then sungoi chikara, normally would be sugoi, but Tor is so excited you even get like an n in there, which is pretty rare and informal. And so very strong, sugoi chikara, power. And all of that is a reason why Tora is super excited right now. Sugoi desu ne.
パはすんごいんだもん。レックスの兄貴のお供になりたいんだもん。
Otomo ni naritai. So otomo wants to become... Here, otomo kind of means like our attendant or something. No, otomo ni naritai, so maybe like our sidekick or something.
ねえトラ、その兄貴って呼び方なんとかならない？
So can you do anything about calling me Aniki? Because he feels a bit weird that he's acting like he's some kind of like, I don't know, older or higher up type of character.
どうしても
Why?
いや俺まだ新米ドライバーだしさ。
So shinmai, the kanji there is for like new rice, but when you put it together, shinmai, it means like a newbie. So he's like a newbie driver. So it's kind of strange to call him aniki thing. ちょっと違うかなって。
兄貴っていうのとはちょっと違うかなって。
新米でもドライバーはドライバーだもん。偉いんだ。
So erai, so drivers are very erai. They're very kind of high standing, very cool, very special, to be revered. Is what erai really means. It can have a negative connotation too, but in this case, it's meant in a positive way. So even if we're new, we should be proud about it. He's saying.
も
威張り散らしはしないけど。
So he says, I'm not going to brag about it.
よし、わかった。兄貴って呼びたいなら止めないよ。
So I won't stop you if you call me Aniki.
でも、お供とかじゃなく。
But not otomo. You're not going to be like my attendant. Instead, a much better word for Rex, tomodachi. And this is one of the first words we talked about in here, friend. So tomodachi ni naro. So let's become friends. And then ze, that's kind of a big exclamation point at the end. Ni naro ze. Usually said by guys, mostly, and only if it's informal or kind of really intense.
て友達になろうぜ。
本当かも。トラ兄貴のお友達になるもん。
Yattamo, so Toto seems really happy about maybe becoming our friend.
やったも
なんだか変わったやつだな。
Kawatta yatsu kana. So kind of a strange character. So let's break that down. Yatsu means like person or character. So like kawatta. Kawaru means to change, but to say kawatta in the past tense in this way kind of means a strange fellow.
そうだトラ。この町のことを詳しい。
So kuwashi, do you know a lot about this town? I'd think if they have like a trap door in the town, they're pretty kuwashi.
もも。
軍に捕まった人がどこに連れて行かれるのか知りたいんだ。
Do you know where someone might be taken by the army here?
レックス、もしかしてニアたち。
Seriously, this is Rex. You think we're not going to try to save her? So moshikashite, so possibly, are you thinking of doing something, implying, are we thinking about saving her?
ニアと白虎を助けなくちゃ。
Taskenakucha. So taskeru, to save. Taskenakucha, we must save. Yahari, so kitaka. So as expected, it's come to this. Gramps knows us pretty well.
やはりそうきたか。
それって兄貴と一緒にいたドライバーとブレード
So is that the driver and Blade that was with you?
のことかも。
そうさ。
もうそれは街でいろいろと情報を手に入れないとわからないもん。
Won't know unless we get some information around town.
それよか、まずはご飯食べるもん。
But first, let's eat some food. Taberu, to eat.
どうした後はご飯食べないと考えまとまらないもん。
We can't really think if we don't eat first. After we've exercised, so undo shita.
わしも腹が減った。
Hara ga hetta, so my stomach has been reduced, meaning I'm hungry. Washi mo hara ga hetta. And by the way, washi is a little bit, it's similar to watashi, but it's kind of used for like older men often use it. Washi. Like in Star Wars, Darth Vader uses it. He says to Luke at one point, "Omae no chichi wa washi da, Luke. I am your father." And when he says I, he says washi. Omae no chichi wa washi da. I recommend checking it out on YouTube. It's a very epic video. But that's the kind of time you'll see washi. I guess Darth Vader's a bit older as well, at least in that time frame.
だぞ。
ご飯は後でいいよ。今は
Spoilers. So does
ニ
Net.
アと白虎の居場所を知りたいんだ。
We want to know where she is. We can wait on lunch.
ほら、やっぱ兄貴もお腹グーグーだ。
But you're all so hungry. Sumimasen. Sumimasen on the spoilers. Netabare. Gomenasai.
しょうがないだろ。
Shogadai. So he's saying, I can't help it if my stomach is grumbling.
よかったら私何か作りましょうか？
So, yokattara. So if it's okay, I can make something.
ホムラ、料理で
Ryori, cooking. So Ryori's cooking, and when you say dekiru, you can cook. So you can cook, and so we're doing the no particle today. So you can see no can be kind of used for a question, looking for an explanation. So you add no here, it's making this a question, looking for an explanation. So ryori dekiru ka, you can do cooking, you can cook.
煮物、焼き物、蒸し物、揚げ物。火を使った料理なら何でもござれ。
Alright, I'll admit that like one of my weaknesses in Japanese is things having to do with food. I just don't really care that much about learning all the kanji for every type of cooking and like every kind of kelp and fish. There's like hundreds of fish. But this is talking about the different kinds of cooking that she can do. She can steam things. She can, I think, fry things, boil things, different kinds of cooking. She can do it all.
かき氷とかはちょっと苦手。
So kakegori is like shaved ice. That might not be so much my specialty. So Tudim says, kind of ridiculous how difficult it is to use Pyra's cooking. Yeah, seriously. Like late in the game, I still can't hardly do her cooking. In 100+ hours, I've managed to make her cook 3 times. Omoshiroi, omoshiroi. Yeah, I agree. You'd think like if she says she's like so good at cooking and she can cook anything, they would have opened that up to more possibilities. Zannen desu ne.
てかも。
まあそうだよね。
Tora-kun, 食材は何がありますか? So what do you have for ingredients? そこの木箱に入っているものだけも残念ながら大したものはない。So I have nothing in that box really. 買い出しに、出歩くのは無理だろうからありもので何とかしても、もらわんといかん。So we can't just go out walking around. So we gotta do something with the stuff here. 確認させてもらいます。So let's confirm what we have around here. Toro pikaimo, so some kind of a potato. Sampukin, それにオイル、oyster, so some kind of oyster. に、mito paprika, so kind of meat, paprika. So I think these might not all be like real food things. They're kind of strange food things. Find an apple in the woods. Yeah, Link can cook like all the time. Pyra, fire can come out of her hands. She's an expert cook. Can't ever cook. ちょっとおかしいですね. Also, I wish we could climb. そして、heat orange. So some kind of like heat orange. 結構いい食材がありますね. So I got some good ingredients. 生で食べられるものばかり. So it's all stuff you can eat raw. Yeah, yesterday we learned this kanji, or saw this kanji. This is the kanji for live, but when it's by itself like this, it can also mean raw, and you pronounce it nama. So nama de taberareru, able to eat it raw. Fuda no toro wa sonomama tabeteru mo. So he usually just eats raw. Whoops. So used to pressing Z that I didn't want to press A. Sabishina, it's kind of lonely. Washira mo nitta yona mon jaro. So they don't cook that much either. So datta ne. That's true. それで、Homura, 何か作れそう? はい、大丈夫です。Kitchen, お借りしますね. I'll borrow your kitchen. Ooh. So we got a lot of items here. It's the same stuff we just read. 美味しそうですね. Tora no ie. So ie means house, so Tora's house. Tora no ie. The house that Tora owns. Another use of the no particle there. Let's see. Let's Can we climb up this yet? Yep. There's nothing up here yet, though. I think later you can read something up there. Yosh. Shiraberu. Homura no ryori. So her cooking has been activated. Yatta! We can actually make this one. Toro pika pika chatta. So I think that's the thing they in English is glitter bake, and pikaka means kind of like to shine, just like Pika and like Pikachu, right? So it's like shining chatta. I'm not sure what chatta is. Again, food. It's not my specialty. Hai, ryori o tsukurimasu. Let's make it. Kette.
Umai! Umai yo!
Umai. So that's kind of the more informal way to say delicious. You could say oishi, or you could say umai, umai.
Homura!
So cheeks are filling up. Kore wa umai.
こんなうまいもん食ったのは120年ぶりじゃ。
So it's been 120 years since I've eaten something this umai. Fish names in Japanese are super different from the English names. Yeah, fish names are super different. They're tricky.
よかった。
よかった。
久しぶりの料理なので、腕がなまってたらどうしようって思ってたんで。
So she's worried that her skills, her ude, would go down, but she's happy it's still good.
なまるどころか最高だよ、ホム
Yeah, rather than going down, this is like the best ever. Saiko, Saiko, the best.
ラ。
でも不思議だもん。ホムラちゃん火を使うブレード。
But that's strange. You're a blade that uses fire?
さっき水道管ぶっ壊した時も火の力使
The other blade you fought back there also used fire.
ってたもん。
そういえばそうじゃったな。あの家具土とかいう帝国のブレイド。あれもホムラと同じ火を使うブレードじゃったが。
So, yeah, also used fire, but
向こうはかなりパワーダウンしとった。
but they were powered down.
それって珍しいこと？
Is that rare?
この世界にはエーテルっていう
Yeah, so there are different relationships between ether. So they're probably talking about how she got weak with the water.
属性の力があるもん。火とか水とか風とか他にも。
So yeah, fire, water, wind have different kinds of relationships or elements.
いろいろあるもん。ドライバーもブレードもこのエーテルの力を源に。
So they use that as the source of their power, blades and drivers.
するもん。で、火は水に弱い。
And, okay, let's look at that. So he, we learned yesterday, actually, fire. And he wa, mizu ni, yowai. We also learned this word the other day, weak. And this is the word water, mizu. If we had some words today, this might be a good one. Mizu, water. So he wa, mizu ni, yowai. So the wa, we haven't done yet, but it just means, so we're talking about fire. And in relation to water, mizu ni, it is yowai, weak. And then mo, I'm a nopon.
だからあのブレードの姉ちゃんは水バシャーンしてパワーダウンしたもん。
So power down shita. So she powered down once she got covered in water.
でも俺とホムラの力は問題なく発揮できた。
But me and Homura, we could, with no problem, mondai naku, show our power. So what's up with that?
全く衰えることなく。
Yeah, it didn't even get weaker by a little bit. Otaeru koto naku.
なあ。
どうしても？
Doshite? Why?
私の属性火じゃないので。
So her element is not fire. Okay. ちょっと面白い。
もう火じゃないのになんで火の力使えるもん。
So if it's not fire, why can you use fire?
それには結構複雑。
Fukuzatsu. Good word, a little tricky, because it means complicated. So it's a bit of a complicated story. Kekko fukuzatsu. It's a little bit complicated, or quite complicated, actually.
複雑な事情が どうしてもその複雑な事情すっごく興味ある。
すっごく興味ある. I have a lot of interest in that explanation, that complex fukuzatsu situation.
もうそれはその
That is
やめろよトラ。ホムラが困ってるじゃない。
komateru. She's troubled, so don't press any further.
もう
人には言えない事情。
Yeah, you guys, no spoilers. I know that some people probably know a lot of what she's talking about, the complicated situation, but someone might be watching on YouTube right now who doesn't know, and netabare nash, no spoilers. Onegaishimasu.
とってもんがあんの。だよね。
ごめんなさい。
Yeah, some things you can't say to people. She's saying sorry about that. Sonouchi onashi dekiru. So there will come a time when I can tell you about it.
そのうちお話できる時が来れば必ず。
いいってそんなこと。さあ、
That's
それよりニアを助けること考えよ
う。Rather than that, soreyori, rather than that, let's save Nia.
まずは街に出て情報を集めないと。
First, we need to gather intelligence. This is Xenoblade, after all.
だも。
しかしわしらすでにお尋ね者になっているかもしれんから。
Washida ni wa, but we could be, yeah, people are gonna be looking for us.
特にホムラは目立つ。
Meidatsu, she stands out quite a bit.
ごめんなさい。大丈夫だもん。トラにいい考えがある。
Daijoubu, I've got a good idea. I like this part with the outfit. So, new character here, Merefu, the special kind of inquisitor. So how are you doing? I'm surprised you're here so suddenly. If we had been told ahead of time, we could have given you a great welcome.
あいにくその手のものは苦手でね。常に辞退させてもらっている。
I'm not good at that kind of thing.
何をおっしゃいます。
What are you saying?
メレフ様ほどのおか。
By the way, this is a little harder to read because they're using a lot of keigo and stuff like that. Because he's being like super respectful to her because she's a high-ranking official. Keigo is respectful language, and it's a little trickier. I definitely don't read it as much. But let's see what he says.
万全の体制を持ってグーさねばネフェル陛下に顔向けできません。
So, yeah, can't even look at him if we're not ready or something, or look at her if he's not prepared. So he's kind of flustered because he's surprised by her meeting, plus he had his own nefarious plans going on. So how's the junbi going? So how's the preparations for the feast? How's it going?
メレフ様にはそれまでの間。
随分と早かったですね。
Zuibun to hayakatta, so you're very fast getting here. Thought it would be tomorrow, ashita.
到着は明日かと思ってたのに。
かぐつち様。
天の聖杯が見つかったのならば急がせもする。
If we're gonna find the Aegis, gotta be fast.
おかげで船のエンジンは整備工場行きだがな。
So you fixed the engine?
天の聖杯？なぜそれを？
何か問題
So why are you looking for the Aegis? What are you talking about?
でもあるのかね。
Is there a problem?
毛布君。
いえ、めっそうもございません。
聞けば、イーラのドライバーを捕らえたという。
I did hear that you captured the other driver, that belongs to the Ira group.
どこに行けば会えるのかな。
Where can I meet that driver?
あてどのような。
毛布
Why do you want to meet her?
君。どこに行けば会えるのかな。
Where can I go to meet her?
はい、
Hi, I'll quickly guide you over there.
Hmm. 君がイーラの手配書の人相書きとは少し違う。
So you look a bit different than the poster, the wanted poster.
ようだが。
大違いだよ。誰だよ、そんなブサイクに書い
It's totally different. Why? That super ugly drawing. Who is that?
たやつは。
確かに。これでは怒るのも無理はないな。
Yeah, I don't blame you for being mad.
なんも喋んないからね。
I'm not gonna talk.
仲間を売る気はないと。
You're not gonna sell out your friends? 面白いですね。
仲間？ミサク。
Nakama? Yeah, I think Nia is one of the best characters in the game. I think most people would probably agree.
使いなしに野弾砲の的にするのが仲間ってんならそうだろうさ。
So yeah, there are my Nakama. There's some fast stuff in there that didn't totally get.
なるほど。いろいろと複雑な事情があるようだが。
So it looks like there's some complicated situations here as well. But that's not my interest. Watashi no kyomi wa. So my interest, watashi no kyomi, is not that. Soko de wa nai.
私の興味はそこではないんだ。
は？どういうこと？
What are you talking about now?
君と共に行動していたドライバーの少年と。
So, kimi to tomoni. So, along with you. Let's break this one down a little bit because it's kind of nice. So, kodo is a really good word, but it's a little more advanced. It means action. So, the person you were acting together with. Like sometimes you can say like not words, but action is important. It's this kind of word that means action. So, kimi to tomoni. So, you along with you, tomoni, together. The driver and the child and the blade, especially that's the important one, sono buleido. Pyro desu ne. Homura.
そのブレイド、私はそちらのことが知りたい。
So I want to know about them. Shiritai. Want to know.
レックスとホムラの？
レックスとホムラというのか。
Ah, so their name is Homura. Probably shouldn't have given up that information. So even me, they won't find me out if I'm wearing this. Not so sure about that, but we'll see.
ありがとな、トラ。
さあ、兄貴の友達探しに行くの。
So let's search for your tomodachi, your friend. Homura wa kawaii desu ne. Yeah, I wish you could always choose this outfit if you wanted to. You know, like in Zelda, you have so many different outfits. It would be cool if you could choose your outfit a little bit in this game. Kigurumi? Yeah, like a stuffed animal. Or like a nice animal suit. Here we go. So now we're on mission to find information to rescue Nia. Ooh, let's get some tree trunks out of this wall. Tree trunks will deru. Yep, buddy. Okay, I'm thinking we'll leave it there for the story, so why don't we save? But why don't we think about what words we learned today? Let's try to learn at least 5 again. And add them to our power level. It would be cool if for the weekend we get up to power level 75. Friday will be a day off for Japanese Quest, so we can kind of like rest and power up. But let's save, and let's think about what words, because 75 would be a cool round number to get it out into the weekend. And then Saturday is kind of a special day on Japanese Quest. There will be no language target for grammar on Saturdays. It'll be like a pure vocab target. So like powering up, essentially like if you imagine in Dragon Ball when someone's like charging up and they're going, ah, that's Saturday. It's called Spirit Bomb Saturday. So it's just like a focus purely on words. Yokoso! Japanese Quest Away Game Theology. So yeah, Saturday's a special day. I hope everyone could come. It's like the hype is so great on Saturday that we might start before 8. We'll definitely be going at 8, but we might start even before. And if you join the Twitter, I'll update you with, we can update with when we're going to start on Saturday. So Saturday, will be a pure gaining power level goal. So kind of like, you know, like Goku does in Dragon Ball, just pure powering up, learning words. But let's try to get at least 5 down. Yokoso Game Theology, welcome. And yeah, if anyone else is watching, feel free to join. If you're a party member, you can level up with us too. And you can add to the power level of this channel. And we can add to each other's power level in Japanese and English too, if you're studying English. So what words do you think we learned today? If you're just watching, what we do sometimes is power up. If you see our power level down there in the lower right now it's 70. That means so far on this channel, on this quest, Japanese quest, we've learned 70 words. Each word we learn, our power level goes up by 1. The goal, of course, is to eventually, maybe, get up to power 9,000, power level of 9,000. My power level in Japanese is probably, I don't know, 15,000, something like that. I'm a Japanese teacher, so it's pretty high up there. But the idea with this channel is to, together, build up a power level that we can all kind of learn as we go. And then as we have the quest, when we're just doing maybe more boring stuff like battle, you can chat over here or down here. You can look at the words. These are all the words we've learned every day. And this will keep building up. As our power level builds up, more words will be down here, and we can keep looking and being reminded of all the words we've learned on the journey so far. So anyone else, if you're watching, you can follow and become a part of that action and level up as well. So yeah, Mizu, definitely a word we should learn. So let's see how we can do that. Let's change the power level up screen. So last time, you can see Goku doing one-arm push-ups. He's powering up. We learned this word here. It's the word shinu. But let's change that. We're going to go beyond death, and we will learn now about water. And the word for water is... Do you guys all remember? You can think about it. I'll write it on there. See if you can read it. Mizu. Okay, did it change? So now, Goku, you can see he's concentrating really hard doing the one-arm push-ups, staring directly into the kanji, into the eyes of the kanji, into the Mizu. And now we can look at the dictionary over here. We can just write in Mizu. And then using the Anki tool, we can look at the kanji here. And I gotta turn it on quick in Chrome. So now it's on. So I just highlight it. You can see Mizu, water, cold fresh water. And then if I press C, I can copy it to my clipboard. And then we'll go to our spreadsheet. This is all of our power level here. We'll scroll down, all the words we've learned so far. So last time we learned all the days of the week. So we have those there. Yeah, kaze. It could be good having some more of the elements. It's not a bad idea. So let's put copy paste. So we copied it to our clipboard, so all those fields go there. And you can look at this also. It's linked on the channel. So we have Mizu. Yeah, what about kaze? Let's get some more of the elements that we use with our characters. We might as well learn some of those. It's a good idea. So why don't we do kaze? Let's go back here. Kaze. Just can write it in K-A-Z-E. The dictionary jisho.com will find it. So there's two kinds of kaze. The first one that's even more common, they said, is the common cold. Let's not learn that one for now, though. Let's learn wind. This is the element. But kaze also means if you have a cold, you can say kaze o hiku to get a cold. So let's copy that. Go back to our power level. Let's add more elements. It'd be cool if these are all elements now. So we have Mizu, we have kaze, we have hi. The other ones, I'm not totally sure how all the elements are used in the game. But maybe do, like earth? I don't know. I feel like kaze is good, but I'm not sure if the other ones are so good to learn right now. Let's do some other easier words that we learned today. Like, any ideas? Anyone? It always helps if we have suggestions, so we can use our shared collective memory to level up together. Some other words we saw today. Ki. Yeah, that's a really good one. And also that's kind of one of the elements too, right? So that's a good idea. Ki. There's a lot of different keys in Japanese, but luckily that's the one that came first. The other one I was thinking of, ki also means spirit, which you see a lot. But it's a different kanji you can see. This is the key for tree. So why don't we learn that one? Copied. Bring it back down here. Power level rising. Power level 73. Okay, let's try to get at least 2 more here. Can't remember the word, but Gramps said in summary. Yeah, that's a good one. Sumari. Sumari is the word. It's a little tougher, but I think sometimes it's good to do a little tougher words too. Let's see what it is. Sumari. Sumari. The cool thing about this dictionary can show you what level it is. So you can see it's JLPT N3. So that's a bit higher of a level. Oh, that's actually a different word though. Sumari means to be like... Oh. No, that is the word, but it's a kind of weird spelling of it. Sumari. It's usually not used with written with kanji. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, it was katakana, and I feel like this one's a little tricky for us now. Let's not do that one. But that's still a good idea. Sumari is a really good word, but usually it's not written with a kanji. So that's kind of confusing. So far we have mizu, kaze, ki, and shiru, to know. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. They did keep talking about knowing something. So we could actually do maybe 2 that are similar to that. Because they always talk about wakaru as well, to like understand and to know. And they're similar but a little different. Why don't we do shiru and wakaru? It's a really good idea. And they always say shiranai, to like I don't know, or shiru, I do know. So I think that's a solid plan. Let's see what level that is for N1 or N2 or N3 or N4. I'm guessing it will be N5, maybe N4. Yep, it's N5, so I think that means it's a word that's good for us to learn. Ideally, for the first 500 words or so, we want to do mostly N5 words if we can. Let's see. Clip it. So shiru, to know. And then similar. I find it's helpful to learn words in sets that are a little similar. They can help you remember each other. They kind of have a synergy if you learn them that way. And then wakaru. Probably even more helpful to know, because you can say things like, ah, wakaru, I understand, or oh, wakarimasen. For a language learner, really, really helpful. Because you can say, wakarimasen, the negative, I don't understand. Wakaru, to understand. We've seen that a lot in the game today, too. Clip it. Wakaru. Tsuyoku natta ne. We've become stronger. So now we can change our power level. Let's see if I can change it here. Chotto matte. Yatta! Tsuyoku natta. Let's see if anyone has anything to say about that.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 70! So it's getting up there, still not quite 9,000, but it's getting a lot higher than when we started. Tsuyoku natta. So what is the word for synergy? Synergy? That's a good question. Off the top of my head, I'm not totally sure. Cap on that. Yatta. Oh yeah, so someone is saying it could be, yeah, doki. Maybe, but that's, I feel like, more at the same time. Synergy is more like your power is together. So like yeah, like the power comes together. So yeah, synergy is a tricky word. Like, we can look at that though on the dictionary. Let's see what the dictionary says. I'll go back to the browser cam. Synergy. It's a hard word even in English, to be honest. Kind of a weird word. Synergy. Sojo koka. Yeah, I've seen that before a little bit, but it's a rarer word, I would say. Sojo koka. So the other cool thing about this tool, you can kind of break down words. So if you look at sojo, it's like a multiplication or synergism, and then koka That's a much more common word. That means effect. So it's like a multiplying effect. Sojo koka. This Rikai tool is really good for breaking down words. You can even just look at the kanji. And if you press shift button, you can look at the kanji alone. Sorry for all the drawings on there, but you can just look at the kanji there. And it shows lots of information about the kanji itself. So like this is riding. This is mutual. So mutual riding becomes kind of together. Mutual multiplication effect. Omoshiroi. I don't think we quite need to put that one into our power level yet, though. That's totemo muzukashii. Very difficult word. Okay, let's go back to the main thing.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
70 以上だ. Our power level is now above 70, above, or I guess exactly 75. 強くなったね. Let's delete these arrows, and I think we'll call it a stream there. 今日は楽しかった。みんなありがとうございます。一緒に強くなったね。一緒に level up しました. So we kind of all leveled up together. So yeah, synergy is mostly a buzzword. It is a strange word, even in English. It's not a word you really need to know in English, honestly. If anyone here doesn't know the word synergy, it's fine. It's a weird word. And that word in Japanese, don't need to know that word either. But once in a while, it's fun to look at things that are really advanced and difficult, because you can kind of get a sense of like having maybe kind of like a goal in the horizon. You can kind of see what words might be like further down the road, further down the michi. はい、みんなお疲れ様でした。今日は楽しかった。また土曜日ですね. So yeah, not tomorrow, but Saturday at 8 or maybe before, we will try to power up even more, maybe more than ever before. I have a bit of a different overlay for that day for Spirit Bomb Saturday. We'll see how it works out. Again, this whole thing is really experimental. We can kind of tweak it as we go. If I said I would have a strength as a Japanese teacher, it would be like when there's a system, I'm really good at tweaking it and making it better and better in my teaching. And like something that was good, tweaking it, making it better, making it better, making it better until it's awesome. And that's kind of what I want to try to do with this channel. Like starting out with something that could be rough in some ways, like some rough edges, but tweaking it. By the end, by the time we get to the world tree, hopefully we will be even more powerful, both as a quest in Japanese and English in multiple ways, and it can be a kind of synergy effect. So appreciate your hard work, Japanese Quest. Yeah. Kochira koso. Yeah, you too, Ronis. I really appreciate using the affiliate link down there, I guess. I never would have thought to do that, but you suggested it, so arigatou gozaimasu. And yeah, so there are resources now on the bottom, and I really recommend the free ones there too. I put the best free Japanese resources that I'm currently aware of for grammar, for well, let me just look at it quick. Let's see if I can go to Twitch without creating some kind of crazy situation here. One thing I forgot to show. Let me go to the browser cam. I had one tab open that I thought was kind of cool that I forgot to show. Did anyone see this movie? I bet you did. Kimi no na wa. I was thinking this could be good to show the na particle, because kimi no na, so your name, using the no particle, kimi no na wa, to show your name. I really like that movie. I see a comment. I've been trying to get back into Japanese. This is unique and great learning resource for me. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I kind of wanted to teach Japanese in a new way. To be honest, with classroom teaching, I got a little bored of it. I didn't feel that challenged by it personally. And I really like playing games in Japanese. So this channel is all about finding a new framework, a new way to teach Japanese. And maybe a framework just to teach language through video games in general. If it works well, people can teach maybe other languages through a similar framework. We'll see. But yeah, this movie, I love this movie. Daisuki desu. Kimi no na wa daisuki desu. It's a great movie. Yeah, favorite movie of all time. Omoshiroi desu ne. Yeah, very, very, very good movie. And they use the no particle. So your name, Kimi no na wa. But yeah, really quick, I was going to show you my Twitch channel. Let's see if I can do that. And I'll turn off the sound for the love of everything, so I don't get that feedback effect again. Nice, we have some viewers. If there's anyone else here, feel free to follow and join the party. But yeah, down here, there's some really, really good free resources, and I want to make that clear. Like, there's some good paid resources too. Sometimes if you pay for something, it can motivate you even more. These are really good resources too. All these books I own. The one I use the most now that I'm pretty advanced is my Kindle, because I just read books. I've read over 100 books with this thing, and reading on the Kindle, Japanese books works really well because there's a built-in dictionary you can read with. But I would say it's probably not worth it unless you're at already maybe N3, N2 level, a fairly high level. So, of course, it's good for reading English books too, but you might not want to pull the trigger until you're a bit higher. But for JLPT, there's some really good books. Here I just wrote the N1 one. But Content Master Series, they have a lot of good books for other levels too. So you can go through this link and look at other levels as well. Remembering the Kanji we talked about yesterday. It's a really good book for kanji, where you make a story for each kanji, and you kind of build them up in a logical way. The stories and the characters build on each other. It doesn't work for everyone. A lot of my friends that I told about it, they liked it at first, but when they got in about 500 kanji, they'd quit because it becomes too much. But if you're hardcore like me, and like some people, that might be really good for you. Let's see. For grammar, this is maybe my favorite resource that I wrote on here in a certain way. For a grammar dictionary, it's the gold standard. And it's the basic one, but also the intermediate one. The advanced one probably don't need that stuff as much. But this one is really, really, really good. Has really good grammar explanations. And this one is on Amazon. It's not free. But this one is free. The Take Him guide is maybe almost as good, maybe as good. Has really, really good grammar explanations. In my opinion, maybe even better than like... I'm blanking. What's the most popular Japanese textbook right now? I should probably put that in the... Yeah, Genki is very good. But this, in my opinion, maybe has even better grammar explanations. And then Anki, I learned over 10,000 words largely with Anki and similar flashcard systems. I just like... You know how you like grind in video games? I just grinded Anki all the time. Like, I'd be watching something on Netflix, like any show on Netflix, like, I don't know, I'd be watching like Mad Men for like hours, right? And I'd just be doing Anki the whole time, almost as like a subconscious process. So I'd be watching the show, but I'd just be like doing Anki out the corner of my eye, and doing that I learned thousands of words, like no joke. And I didn't learn them well, but I'd plant the seed, and then once the seed's planted and I moved over to reading either online with this resource here, Rikaikun, because then you can just read websites for free, or when I graduated to Kindle and reading books from Amazon, because you can get so many books on Amazon Japan, a lot of them free. Once those seeds were planted with Anki by doing all those flashcards, it made reading so much easier. Like, finally I could read. And like, even just like a few years ago, like 3 years ago, I had never read a full book in Japanese. Maybe 4 years ago. It almost felt kind of impossible, but by doing Anki and then using Rikaikun to read websites, and then just like kind of making a feedback loop of all these free resources and a few of these paid resources that really helped me with the JLPT to kind of use the test as a ladder to level up. I took N2 and I took N1, and that really helped to have a clear goal. That's kind of what I'm doing with this channel too, is we have a clear goal for learning. So we're learning grammar by JLPT chapter, and we're kind of going by N1, N5, starting with N5 vocabulary mostly too. So anyway, these are good resources that I recommend if anyone wants to check them out. They're all books that I own and have used a lot for these ones at the bottom. And the free resources too, I've also used them a lot. The Learn Japanese subreddit's also really good for finding more resources. Okay, so let's go back so I can see if I missed a bunch of comments or anything.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Our power level? Well, it's still going up. Tsuyokunatte kita. Oh yeah, Wanikani. I've heard a lot about Wanikani and Genki. Genki's a great textbook. I used it in college. And Imabi, also very good. I agree. Roinus, Imabi's also very good, I've heard. And Bunpro, I haven't heard that, but I've heard good things about it. And yeah, Wanikani I think is a paid site, but I've heard it's really, really good for kanji. I kind of already knew most kanji by the time it came out, but I'm sure I might have used it before because I've heard it's really, really good. For me, I mostly used Anki, and I would just learn words through Anki, but I've heard Wanikani is really, really good. But the good thing about Anki too is it's free. But there's so many different options. Sometimes if you spend like hundreds of dollars on language books, it can be like, okay, well, I guess I'm learning Japanese now. I'm gonna go hardcore for like the rest of my life, which is essentially what I'm doing. I've just pretty much decided, like, for me, Japanese, I have to read in Japanese for the rest of my life pretty much every day, or I just won't use it and I won't be able to improve and be what I want to be in Japanese, because my goal eventually is to write a book in Japanese. I want to do a lot with this language, and this is just one part of that quest, one part of my Japanese quest, and 一緒に頑張りましょう。今日は本当に楽しかった。また土曜日に。So we'll leave it there, and let's kind of zoom in on our characters. We'll join them next time as we try to save our nakama. Nia-san, Niaを助けよう. Let's save them next time. So みんな、じゃ、またね。じゃ、また明日. And if anyone else is watching on stream, either on YouTube or Twitch, feel free to follow. And then you can join the adventure next time. You can become one of our party members as well. And we can all level up together on Saturday at 8, possibly earlier. じゃあ、お疲れ様でした。じゃあ、またね。Bye bye. By the way, she doesn't look that hidden. You can still kind of see that she's not a normal person. Especially, have you seen that graphic where she does like the fire thing with her hand? She like makes a fireball in her hand, even though she's like trying to hide. But I don't know why is she not doing it right now? Does she not like do the fire inside? Maybe she's like too polite and she like won't do fire inside because it's a fire hazard. If that is the case, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Homura-san. じゃあ、またね. Bye bye.